I like the new music.
Now's a time when things are shifting. There's gonna be a new world order out there. And we gotta lead it.
True internet suffered depression.
You are fake news.
I am not suicidal.
We'll circle back with you directly. I can circle back. I'll circle back with you.
Do not come. Do not come.
I'm gonna come.
Hello and welcome to episode 323 of the Jeffrey and Brian Show. I am Jeffrey.
And I'm Brian.
And there's two guys drinking some beers, talking about what's going on. We got the Guapo with us once again.
Oh, Guapo.
Yes. Yeah, well, yes. Yes, my, you're not allowed to switch between languages, I suppose.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Before we get going into our normal setup here, I just want to say, if El Matadoro still listens, which he says he does, then, dear God, maybe he's right. Maybe aliens are real. Did you hear this crap with Obama and Trump?
He already backed it up. Back down. Obama. There's another speech like, no, I didn't mean. He said like what he meant to say. There probably is life out there, but he got no complete evidence of that. He never seen evidence of that. He made, he think it's just hardware from other countries there, like we haven't caught up.
Maybe, but Trump came out after and said that's all classified. He shouldn't be speaking on this.
So
because he don't want to put out like what we know of the enemy,
This is interesting timing because they had a special no agenda show on Thursday that was all about second half of show material, which if you've listened to any no agenda shows, you know that back in the day when they did second half of show materials, it was all about aliens,
Yes.
earthquake machines, and all those kind of things. So it's kind of weird that they did their special show in addition to, this all coming out from Obama.
I thought it was pretty funny. It's never aliens, but the fact that Trump was like, that's classified. You should have kept that to himself. I was like,
Yeah.
that seems a little strange to me.
Yep.
Less follow-up than I expected, but some other stuff could have moved in here, but I moved it out for other topics. What's up with this Navy Fed scam you guys have had going on forever?
That was a scam, dude.
Well, a lawyer took up the cases pro bono, and it doesn't really go into details into the story, but it implies that Navy Federal's settling these cases.
Why is Navy Fed reaching into their pocket to pay out this lost money? Because people are stupid. Like, how is that the credit union's fault that someone was too dumb to lock their freaking bank app on their phone, then hand their phone to somebody?
Because Navy Federal didn't have the appropriate safeguards in place.
There's got to be a password to get into your bank account, right? Or
Not
credit union
necessarily.
account.
Not necessarily.
Well, then you're a fool. Then you hand someone else your phone. You're begging to be robbed.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like going down to Skid Row and tossing your car keys to some random hobo pooping on the street and say, park it somewhere safe for me. You know what I mean?
It's like the bioscam shit, dude. Like,
yeah, the lawyer basically said the victim shouldn't be held responsible for loans they never applied for or received the money from. So,
well, loans, yes, but if someone cleared out your bank account, that money should be gone. Because you think a loan, it's Navy Fed's. Okay, I get that. At that point, it's Navy Fed's fault for not even verifying your identity before they loaned money out to your identity. I get that.
I think they should do it in person because I like to go in there in person. Like, hey, let me sign the paperwork.
Nobody does that anymore.
I like to do it just to get out of the house. Like, hey, let me just go over this and this and that, cross my T's, dot my I's.
No. I can't think of the last time. I think the last time I took out a loan and walked in person was when I bought my first ever new car. Like shortly after I came back from my first deployment. But it's not just a ask for a loan on your phone app. It's contact the bank through like a service like this. and you got to go and verify everything and mail stuff like the mortgage. I had to like mail stuff back and forth and sign a
Oh yeah.
1,000 boxes.
Oh yeah, you only need like 2 or 3 paper, but all that. I remember trying all those shit. Like, really?
Oh my God. Yeah,
What's important here? Like, oh, those 2 or 3 papers. Like, okay,
oh, shoot. Well, remember too, my the actual
yeah,
purchase of the house kept getting pushed back, so we kept having to fill out different forms and paperwork along the way.
you
I
had to
must
go
have
to
initialed 600 times.
you had to go to a specific lawyer for because of the what's the word looking for? Somebody cannot come later on, like, hey, my grandfather left this to me. They had to actually do the research. The firm had to do a research, like, hey, nobody owns this land by this person. It's now I will not kind of come back and what's it called? Take it down from you, take it from
Like,
you.
oh, when they confiscate
No,
unused
no, no,
properties.
inherited. Like, let's say your grandfather left it to you,
Yeah.
and by your grandfather left it to you and you sold it to somebody else, like somebody else can come and claim it basically
Like
because
squatters' rights.
no inheritance law, they have to verify there's no laws.
Oh, you're saying that Bob can't just show up and say he's Tim and take the land.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you have to go
Yeah.
and talk to a specific lawyer about it, like, hey, we did this research and like a bunch of other paperwork, like, god damn.
It's interesting you brought that up as an argument because I actually have something about that in local news today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, very, very interesting.
I
Weird
forgot the
timing.
name of the lawyer, like the your title is clean, basically. Nobody
Yeah.
can come later on like, hey, no, this other person left to me,
Well, exactly. That's why it took us so long to get this house because the man died literally halfway through signing the paperwork.
Mm-hmm.
So it had to go through a court in Florida to make sure everything was on the up and up and clean. And
Yeah,
then
then
the
nobody
daughter
can.
got,
There's no will out there that's gonna be like, hey, he left this to me. You
oh no,
know.
he left it to his daughter because he hadn't finished selling the house.
No, no,
But
no. But I
but
said like,
the court was like he was clearly trying to sell the property
mm-hmm.
to his daughter. He's like, you have to honor this deal. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? So I thought I
no.
was like, "Ugh."
But I said sometimes people make a will and they forget about it, and that later on can hunt you down
Or
because
nobody finds it.
yeah,
Uh oh, here we go. This is interesting. I did not see this coming in Virginia, Brian. Apparently, a circuit court judge in Virginia stopped the redistricting, the gerrymandering in Virginia.
yeah. I saw that shit in real time too. The attorney here, local Virginia Beach attorney, Tim Anderson, he was a delegate for a while. He got kicked out because gerrymander, like something happened. So he got kicked out of being the delegate. So he's just a local lawyer that everybody follows in here. So he
Mm,
submitted paperwork like, hey, look, you cannot do this because it's already in the Constitution. So that's where they came and hold it.
exactly. Virginia's constitution, not the U.S. Constitution,
Yes.
which is
Right.
a real issue the federal court has had with states violating their own constitutions.
Mm-hmm.
Because what can they really do? Like when Pennsylvania just decided they were going to do 100% mail-in vote when that was against their own laws.
Yeah.
Like, what's the federal court system actually going to do about that? You know?
Yeah, I saw in real time. He just like posted the entire like paperwork. Hey, I just submitted to hold this. Like, hey, we're gonna sue you to this because you're not holding up. You're not going with the Constitution. So now it's everything up. See what's going on.
Well,
You
do you
know.
think it's going to stick, or you think this is going to get overturned?
Well, I don't know, man. It's a bad. No, because no, they cannot
This is a
push this
temporary
boat.
block.
They cannot push this boat because it had to be a certain amount of period. You have to wait to the next cycle to push this referendum.
Redistricting.
No, the
Oh, okay.
referendum. They cannot just do it like, hey, vote now, and we're gonna change it right now. No, no, no. You have to give it a whole cycle next year
Yeah,
to
put it on the
ask, like, hey, do you
paperwork,
want to
put it
change
on
the
the docket.
constitution? Yeah,
Yep.
and they're the one that set this rule. We already decided. Virginia, everybody voted on this years ago.
Yeah, we got
Hmm.
an independent commission that
Independent
draws
commission is like it's now up for grab whoever get elected. No, you have to get it's steps in the ballot in the Constitution of Virginia.
And yeah, and the Virginia Congress has to be involved, right? The legislation
Mm-hmm.
to make decisions like that.
Yeah, but they cannot do it right now. They have to like
Yeah.
wait until next cycle to.
Well, this is something I've tried to explain to people when it comes to a lot of this redistricting. Like, this is all illegal. I'm like, what makes you think it's illegal to redistrict? The issue is
That's
whether or
you
not
know
your state
what
says it's
Texas
okay.
everybody's upset like, oh, because Texas did it. Okay, let Texas do what Texas do. We Virginia, we are different. We Commonwealth. We basically mean we own a different state, but yeah, we don't have to follow what fucking Texas does. We do our own thing.
Yeah, Texas has their own rules.
Yeah.
Virginia has their own rules, and people
Hmm.
don't seem to realize that. They seem to forget about the 10th Amendment an awful lot until it comes time to actually vote. When it
Oh
comes to
yeah.
voter
If
ID, they're all about states' rights again.
no, but now they're like, if the Republicans are doing this, oh, the Democrat will be like, no, you cannot do that. Let Texas do what Texas does. You know.
It's funny. I've been watching a lot of these arguments people have been making about the voter ID thing.
Yeah,
Mhm.
And my first thought was like, do either of you fellas know anyone who doesn't have identification?
exactly.
There's
Do you,
more
I
well,
circle.
how about
don't.
you've got some underground buddies who might be here illegally that don't have ID? So I don't know.
No, but I think I think they don't want to say minorities cannot get ID no more, so they go into like
No,
women cannot get ID, so they can sound
yeah,
less racist.
that's exactly what happened. Like, what you think black people are too stupid to get
No,
identification?
but they
Except
like they realize like, hey, we cannot say that no more. So like, let's go with women.
yeah. Did
Who
you
the?
see the Ami Horowitz video of him walking through
Oh
like
yeah, that was
Chicago or New
old, man.
York?
That's
Yeah, it was
old.
way old. And he's like, hey man, you know what the DMV is? He goes, yeah, go up 2 blocks, take a left, third building on your right. You know what I mean? It's like these folks aren't stupid. They're not worthless. And that, yeah, then they move to women. And I'm like, so your argument is women who get married and change their names may not be able to vote. And I was like, first of all, conservative women are more likely to get married. So this is going to help the Democrat Party, right?
But they don't.
Especially change their last name. So like this is only going to help the Democrats. And then they're saying that women are too stupid to do this. So maybe they shouldn't be allowed to vote at all.
Yeah.
If you can't figure out how to vote, maybe you shouldn't be voting.
Exactly.
Just my 2 cents on that. And watching these arguments, everyone brings up people are too poor, too dumb, all the time.
Hmm.
And it's a right. You shouldn't have to check ID. And I've been bringing this up every time I've seen these like interviews. How come nobody has applied the same logic to your Second Amendment rights yet?
Mm.
Like when no one says, well, how come you gotta show ID and do a background check to buy a gun? It's
Yeah.
like if your argument for a right is you shouldn't even need ID, then here you go.
Exactly.
But no one seems to be making that argument. I don't understand why. It's right there on the table. It's so easy. Oh, by the way, I told you I got a new rifle, right?
Think so.
The 308. My sight showed up today, a Bushnell, and in like 5 days, my mounting brackets are gonna arrive. So I'm gonna be able to mount this sucker and start sighting in. And I even got some targets, but start sighting in my backyard. Jeez, it's a massive cartridge. But I'm excited. Like it's gonna be great for anything hunting. Well placed shot.
Squirrel.
Well, yeah, wouldn't be much of the squirrel left. But a well placed shot from a 308 can drop a moose in one shot. So I mean, like it'll handle a deer, it'll handle a bear. Uh, it is bolt action though. I don't need a semi-automatic rifle personally. So anyone who's worried about assault rifles, it holds 3 in the mag plus 1 in the chamber. So it's, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Anyone who's making any arguments about rifles out there, these are the ones they actually say people should be allowed to have. All right. And I wasn't gonna put this up here. I was gonna go in leftovers, but I didn't have enough in follow up. And we did mention hockey in the Olympics last
Yep.
week. And
And there was a game today.
and I sent you a message midweek
Yep.
about Canada and France.
Yep.
I was like, dude, it's a third period. Canada's up over France 10-2. You're like, what the
Yep.
hell?
And now it's going to be Canada versus the U.S. in the finals.
Well, this is the women's team, though, right?
Well,
I
well, the
watched the
men
men's.
too.
Oh, the men's. No kidding.
We
We're
we
gonna
we
we
beat Slovakia by like 6-2 today.
and yeah, and the American women just beat Canada to get the gold, right? Or are they
Yes.
now up for the gold, and Canada's down for bronze.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure
But
either.
I know that the men's hockey game is on at 8 o'clock in the morning, Sunday morning.
Well, I'm gonna miss that.
I'm guessing that means that they're going to broadcast it live instead of tape delay it.
That's cool, I guess. The tape delay has been convenient for watching sports on streaming, though. You know,
Uh,
we've watched some biathlon, some curling, some hockey.
Curly, man, there's all kind of controversy in that.
Yeah, it's a
Oh,
weird game, but
Canada.
it's fun to watch, isn't it? There you go. Brian's from Michigan. He's heading back to Michigan. Have you ever
Yeah.
been curling?
No, that wasn't a sport when I
It's
40
too
years
expensive to
ago when I
play.
lived in Michigan.
Yes, it was.
I,
This is like a 500-year-old sport or something dumb like
uh,
golf, isn't
It's
it?
too expensive. It's too expensive to play the sports because you have to get
Yeah, you got to
the
buy really nice stones and all that
from
stuff.
Scotland.
That's what I say. I thought it was a Scottish game, but maybe not.
No, the stone is from Scotland because of
Oh, okay.
the way they are. But yeah, it's just really expensive. If you want to play that shit around here, you have to go to DC area.
All right. It's yeah, it's funny. I've been looking for an ice hockey, like a ice hockey rink, ice rink.
yeah,
Jeez Louise, I think the closest one is the capital city, which is like 2 hours away.
that's a hike.
Yeah, I was like, geez, I'd be better off to go to the freaking the lake
Lake.
when it's 0 degrees for a week and go skating, you know?
Yeah,
Which I might. Why not? I mean, it's been 0 degrees for 7 days in a row. I don't care how deep that water is. It's frozen if it ain't moving, right?
yeah,
Actually, it's crazy. The freaking Elk River right here froze like on the top. And as it cooled a little bit, it started breaking apart. And it was cool watching these massive ice flows basically floating down the river. But anyway, still Olympics. I'm gonna try to watch the game. You said 8 a.m.
yeah.
It's
It'll
gonna
be
be a
before church.
oh yeah. Yeah. My church is late in the day. I did miss Ash Wednesday though. I completely forgot about it and I feel terrible. And I saw Guapo's blackface Ash Wednesday
That
picture
was
he put up.
ridiculous.
That was pretty funny.
Nobody commented on it.
Because everyone's like,
Hold on, hold on.
it was supposed
Somebody's
to be
like,
about
what?
religion, like you're being like an evil sinner. And I was like, that's blackface, dude.
No, it's Ash Wednesday. What are you talking about? The cross is the
I
one that
saw
gave
the cross was darker than the rest of the
Yeah,
face.
exactly. It was like
priest's
the top
like-
of her head to the tip of her nose.
He's like, I know how slutty you are. Everybody's talking about you. Let me put a Sharpie right here.
Let's get some holy water in here while we're at it.
Here, swallow some of that.
Hey, we don't need to hear about how you swallow. Brian, moving on.
hmm
Jesse Jackson has died.
Yep, 84.
I actually liked him because
He ran for president.
I may have disagreed with a lot of what he did, but he was actually like respectable and would listen to like arguments. Unlike that other evangelical pastor that's still running his mouth. Oh geez, could you please? I wish you had something loaded up from the No Agenda show of Al Sharpton sounding stupid.
Oh, yeah.
How long did they do that?
They still do it.
Oh, I thought they stopped.
No, but when people donate money, they ask for clips to be
Oh,
played still.
that's right. I forgot about that. What they call them jingles.
Yep.
All right. Oh, what's up with this? The VA is saying like if you get treatment that is effective, you may get less disability payout.
No, what the deal was, it's a rule that's been in place for a while, it's not been enforced. Basically, it says that you if you got your initial rating, if treatment limits the problem with the disability, they can lower your rating.
Yeah, so if you start to get better from treatment, they can pay you less.
Right.
I mean, I suppose that makes sense, but the issue is, what if the treatment comes out 10 years later that's effective, and now you're lowering my rating because
Well,
oh,
after
whatever.
10 years, your rating's locked in.
Well, I was okay, thank God, because I was gonna say 10 years, it's already too late for me to go get a fucking job that I couldn't
Yeah, no,
do
after 10
because of the
years,
epilepsy.
like, I didn't try to start raising my rating up until after I'd been out for 10 years and had my rating in place. So,
Mm,
because I didn't want
yeah.
them to go fucking around with my rating.
All right. Um, yeah, I need to get and talk to the guys out here, but it's a freaking forever hike. And then I have to go dig out my freaking medical record again. You were on a lot longer than me, Brian. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. The size of that paperwork medical record you got when you left the service.
Yeah, I don't even know where it is anymore.
You can't get a digital copy somewhere, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna grab a beer. You guys talk about this
All right.
whack job in DC.
Apparently, a man armed with a shotgun ran towards the Capitol, and thank God the Capitol Police apprehended him.
Oh, really? I didn't hear about. I didn't hear about this one, dude.
No, I didn't hear
I,
about it either, but Capitol Police failed on January 6th, but they've managed to figure something out now, so.
well,
Wow.
if
This
I
guy jumps out of his friggin' vehicle with a tactical vest, a loaded shotgun with extra ammo on him, and just starts
Mhm.
charging across the Capitol grounds to get in the building, right?
Hmm.
Oh,
Uh,
I'm surprised he gets shot, dude. I got
well,
asking
as
questions.
soon as the DC police will like get on the ground, he dropped his weapon, put his hands up, put him behind his head. It's like, dude, what? You would have had a better chance of getting in there if you had just walked and nobody would have noticed you. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah,
You drew attention to yourself running with a shotgun and a tactical vest on.
he wearing
But
those green cami pants, green cami pants.
yeah. And just this is a heads up to everyone. If you just do what the fuck you're told by the police, they're probably not gonna shoot you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
When you fuck around, that's when you find out.
Fuck around and find out.
Exactly. So you guys didn't hear about this? This is like a couple days ago.
No, I missed
dude, I
it.
probably just with everything else going on, dude.
What everything else? Everyone's been talking about the same shit for days.
No,
They're
that's
still
fucking
talking about Savannah Guthrie's mother. I'm like,
I
yeah.
didn't bring
See,
anything up about that this week.
yeah, there's
I'm
nothing
just saying
going
it's
on. Yeah.
everywhere. It's like I don't care. And yeah, okay, I'm cold, I'm heartless, whatever. How many other people are kidnapped all the time? And the only
There's
time anyone
yeah,
gives a shit is when some famous person's mother.
Yeah,
You know
it's
what I
only
mean?
celebrities that we hear about.
Yeah. Apparently, though, she's not going back to the show after
mm.
this is all over.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I saw that today, but I didn't want to share anything about it. And of course, I brought it up anyway.
Don't worry, I got the view in here, so we're good.
Oh, we have the view as a topic, dude.
I
What?
see
That's
that
been a
now.
while,
I
dude.
know. I had to bring it back. There's too much good shit going on the
I know
view.
we might have to start following the view again.
Ah, damn it. Yeah.
No, what sucks is every now and then I would actually watch an episode to like
Oh, I don't do that. I just wait for
versus
the
the clips.
clips to
I
show
can just
up.
feel
Yeah, I
myself
just
getting dumber, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
There's a fucking. There's any bets again with the view? You know, like what the dump did you gonna say this week?
Oh, yeah,
I'm
check out
sure there is.
polymarket.com.
Polymarket, you can bet on anything on
You can
Polymarket.
bet on anything on Polymarket. Well, actually, one of the things was is Trump going to admit aliens are real by the State of the Union?
Mm.
No.
And a lot of people are like, does this count?
He's got at the end is like, by the way, we're not alone.
Yeah, and no, it's funny. Like, is Trump going to use this word during the State of the Union? I'm like, why doesn't one of his buddies be like, hey, just make it a point of saying like random
Yeah.
words like duck, yellow, purple, or yellow duck flies backwards, and be like, that
It's
was a
like a
billion to one odds, you
it's
know?
like all these stupid prop bets you can bet on now. That's why so many people think that professional sports are rigged now because of prop bets.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Like the goofiest bet we used to make on the Super Bowl would be like, how many first downs is one team going to get in the first quarter, or what's the coin toss going to be? You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Now it's like, what color socks is this guy going to be wearing?
During the
Uh,
kickoff.
yeah. Guapo shared this one. I did not find this. I didn't stumble
What?
across it.
Hold on, let me see what was it.
The Silicon Valley engineers that were arrested, they're being charged with giving away Google trade
I shared
secrets
this
to.
one, I
Oh,
thought.
you did.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. To
that
foreign
was it.
governments, right?
Yep.
This is
Mm.
actually coming into like Department of Homeland Security issue because Google's like tied into our national defense, right?
Yep.
Did you see the names of the gentlemen who were arrested?
The Chinese.
No,
Damn.
no.
Okay.
They're
See,
selling their secrets to Iran. So
Oh,
yeah, exactly.
Samahe Gadali.
Mohammed Kasafai
Oh my God, there's so many
Yeah, exactly.
fucking.
Samana
and
Kadala.
Samana
No, no, Laos.
Gahalani.
Are these two
Those two must be
brothers?
brothers.
Yeah, Samana Gadali and Sarur Gadali.
Gadali, Mohammed.
Mohammed
What?
Javad
Yeah, but
Kosavari.
oh my God.
Yeah, those are not Chinese names, are they?
No, not at
Here's the
all.
question. Are they here on H-1B visas working for Google?
Interesting. That is a good question.
Interesting question,
It
yeah.
wasn't in the article. It didn't say if they were citizens, but who else would sell secrets like sell stuff like that to Iran or Iran? I'm sorry,
Right.
unless they came from Iran, and you know what I mean,
Hmm.
like spies. Yeah. I found this article fascinating when I read it. It's like I can't believe I didn't see this anywhere else. But real news apparently doesn't make the fucking news anymore. Have you noticed that?
Mm-hmm.
If it's not salacious, it's not going to be on the news. No one,
Yeah.
Nope. If
uh,
it bleeds, it leads.
exactly. Speaking of, next county over for me, Nicholas County.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Friggin' double murder suicide a couple nights ago.
Dang.
Damn.
Yeah.
In quiet little Webster County, West Virginia.
No,
Oh,
next county over, Nicholas County.
You know, every time you talk about West Virginia, you put the banjo.
That's fine. No, I want everyone. No, I want everyone, especially Democrats, to
No.
just picture inbred
Mhm.
hillbillies that the family tree doesn't fork. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so they don't go over there.
Yeah, and they're all racist. So don't ever come here. Don't ever move here. We're actually starting to have an issue up in the little panhandle up in the Northeast
Mm-hmm.
of Democrats moving into these basically forests because they can still commute to DC.
Mm.
It's like, no, we don't want you here. We don't want you here.
I think if for Virginia ever turn red again, if ever, I'm gonna have to push that fucking propaganda.
Mm,
Miserable here, get the fuck out of here.
yeah. Check this out, dude. Yesterday, uh, I'm doing dishes in my kitchen, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I hear a weird sound. Wasn't sure what it was, so I look up the out the window right in front of me because everyone has a window above the kitchen sink, right?
Nope.
Oh, that's too bad, Brian. Your kitchen is in a weird place. You have like a door outside in the back of your kitchen, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's a little different. But yeah, well, whatever. Anyway, I look up out the window, and as I look up, this car is in the ditch in front of my house, and it's slammed. Here's the problem: is the ditch is there for drainage, right? My driveway doesn't go through the ditch; it goes up and over. So this guy comes in and just slams into the side of my driveway, which is paved, and I got railroad ties holding it like in place.
Uh-huh.
Car freaking came slamming in, flipped over in my driveway.
How drunk was he?
It's tough to tell because they didn't do a BAC. And it's funny because the wife was like, "I think he's drunk." I was like, "He just got hit in the head really hard."
Uh,
Like
Could
but you
be
said his wife
concussion.
was a bartender.
his wife is the bartender, the only
Mm.
bar in town.
Mm.
But he was on his way home from work.
No.
But he must have been off the road for a good 30, 40 yards. And then still flipped over. So I'm like, this guy must have been going like 60, 70 miles an hour and just lost control, you know?
Right. That's too fast to be driving on those fucking roads.
55 is the speed limit, but
That's fucking insane.
you're supposed to know enough to slow down on the corners, right?
There are corners every 30 seconds.
Well, if you're local, you know where the straightaways are. You're like when to throttle and everything. If you're not, it's just like when you drove through, you're like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, people were getting pissed off at me because I was doing like 40 miles an hour all the
Yeah,
way up
yeah,
the
and the
mountain.
locals know exactly how to handle it.
Mm. See, like
Uh,
that's the other thing. Like when I get a house, depends on the location. I'm gonna put boulders in front of it because I don't want, you know.
Well, it's funny because like 2 days before, the wife and I had been talking about the ditch in the front yard,
Mm-hmm.
and we got trees out there. And like, if someone loses control in this corner and goes off the road, they're gonna hit the ditch and not hit the house. And you know what I mean? And then it happened, and I was like, all right. So anyway, I got pictures of the scene. I got the guy's plate. I got all that information. Just in case my insurance company needs it, because hell yes, I'm getting my driveway fixed. He blew out all the stuff that was holding my driveway from eroding
Oh,
away.
well, his insurance company should cover that shit.
Should, should. And if not, mine will, and I'm still not going to get my premium increase because this is not my fault. Well, actually, no. Home insurance is different than auto insurance, isn't it?
Yeah, you want it to come on his auto insurance.
Exactly. I want his auto insurance. That's why I even spoke to the county deputy. I was like, "Do I need a copy of this, or where do I get a copy of this police report?" And he's like, "What?" I was like, "My insurance." He goes, "Oh, your driveway?" He's like, "You really going to claim that?" Like,
Oh
why am
yeah,
I going to spend 20 grand to repave my driveway? You know what I mean?
right.
But yeah, it was just wild. And I was the first person on scene, obviously, help the guy get out of the car.
Mm.
Even crazier, the person driving by, the next vehicle coming by, stopped, pulled over. A freaking EMT was riding shotgun, and a
Damn,
registered
y'all
nurse
get.
was driving. So I was like, all right, man, you're in good hands.
With
And then he refused.
Allstate.
Well, then the actual paramedics showed up, and I recognized half of them because they're in my church, which apparently only the Catholics in West Virginia are EMTs.
Really? Okay.
Apparently. Uh, but yeah, I was a little frustrated because last time we called emergency services, it took them like 45 minutes to get here when
Uh,
the tree fell and took the power lines out and had a big giant electrical fire. They had friggin' like four cruises, an ambulance, a fire truck,
and how
uh
long?
pick up. Oh, geez, in 8 minutes.
Dang, that's pretty good.
But it also was in the middle of a nasty storm,
Yeah.
and someone was actually injured. But still, all right, Virginia, you guys doing?
Oh,
Isn't Virginia? Yeah,
Norfolk
isn't this
International
already?
Airport has had this
I
title
say, isn't it
for.
already international?
It's had the title in name only for the last 30 years or so.
Oh, really? It's not actually an international port.
Nope.
No,
Now it
originally.
is because Breeze Airways has started flying twice a week to Cancun.
No,
To
once a week.
Mexico.
Yeah, to Mexico.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so we've opened up a whole new $1 billion international flight arrival center at the airport
Yeah,
with
that's
all
because
with customs and all that. So,
I was saying that's because Virginia wants to let a whole bunch of people from Mexico into the United States and not check their identification. Let them right into Virginia, right?
well,
Uh,
no, this is the opposite. We're gonna check their shit and not let them in.
really? Look who's in office. Who's going to be making decisions for? Well, TSA is federal, isn't it?
Yep.
That doesn't mean they're going to obey the
But the
rules, but
TSA is
it's
not the one checking people coming in, it's Customs Border Patrol.
good point. TSA's on the way out, isn't it?
Hmm.
Yeah, on your way into the airport.
Yeah, yeah, out of where you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. All right. Well,
Well, in
pe-
other exciting news in
people like
Virginia,
Mexico.
um, thanks to our new Democrat House and Senate and governor, we're getting all kinds of great liberal laws put into place now.
Oh yeah,
Like
such as.
we're gonna get paid sick leave now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
I
got
don't.
And they've
I don't.
also agreed to raise the minimum age up to $15 an hour by 2028.
wage, not age.
You know what I mean?
Um, who has to pay sick leave though?
The
Anybody
employer.
that has over a certain amount of employees, let me look at the
No,
article
no,
here.
but I mean, the employees also have to work like X hours a week to be.
It's gonna be 1 hour of sick leave for every 30 hours worked.
Yeah, okay, it's the same thing that
Right
most
now,
places
it only
do.
applies to home health workers in Virginia. Um,
Really,
we weren't a liberal state until a couple of weeks ago.
that's a good point, but people get sick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you can. it should be a perk, not a mandatory thing.
I
Because small
guess.
business is going to kill. This is going to kill small businesses. It doesn't say how many employees they have to have. It sounds like it has to be every employer. So if you have one employee, you got to pay him sick leave.
Yeah, but I you have to think about this too. 1 hour for every 30 hours worked. That's pretty much what I was getting like
But if you have
Massachusetts.
one employee, that means when they go out on sick leave, you're going to be doing all the work as the owner.
True, but that also means for them to have 1 8 hour sick day, they had to have what 8, 16, 320 hours worked already before they get 1 day off because they're sick. I mean, that's a year worth of
Your
working.
Massachusetts shit's rolling in now.
Wow. They went to Virginia. They,
How about how many sick days? How much sick leave do you get in West Virginia?
I have no idea. Neither one of us is currently employed in West Virginia.
I can tell you the answer to that without even
Probably
Chat GPT in it.
unless
Zero.
no, I bet you some of these bigger companies, especially like these
But that's a
bloggers.
company wide. This is statewide. This is the
Yes,
state
yes,
government
yes.
demanding that employees do it. I have no problem with companies that want to do that
Yeah,
I
because
agree
it
with
on
should
you.
be
their
a perk.
own, but it should not be mandated by the state.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree. Just because something's a good policy doesn't mean the government should say you have to do it.
Right.
Yeah.
Um, all right.
And this is the thing about fucking perks too, because everybody's like, well, they're gonna get used to that standard, like, oh, this is what it needs to be now. And
Yeah. Well, that's what happened with income tax, right? Only the top 1% paid any income tax, and it was only supposed to pay for the war effort in
yeah, and
World
this
War II.
and this is why I hated like 40-hour fucking overtime really, because if you needed like two,
You
three
just get
more
ripped off with
hours,
overtime.
huh?
You just get ripped off with overtime.
Well,
But
now
I'm
there's
saying like you
Trump's got
need,
new rules in
True.
place where you don't get
True. That
taxed on overtime as much
yeah,
anymore.
yeah,
as
but I'm
much, yeah.
saying
But
like,
still more tax. It's just
yeah,
less than it was. I'm gonna say if you take something from 100 from 200% down to 150%, it's still more than 100%, you know? Because what that
Not
no
if you
tax
use
on
VA math.
if you use VA math, you can justify it all sorts of stuff, dude.
Yep.
Uh and hey, you guys got a base principal somewhere out there in Virginia. I'm guessing
Northern
in Western
Virginia.
Virginia, Northern,
No, it's
really,
Northern. Yeah, this was Northern
yeah,
Virginia.
where the Democrats live.
yeah, because honestly, dude, if something happened to the kids, who's gonna hold responsible?
This was Woodbridge.
Yeah, I know, but I'm
So
saying
it's
like
right
there's
outside it's right
liability if something
outside
happens.
of DC.
Yeah, but I'm saying liability, dude. If something happened to the kids, who's gonna be responsible? The parents gonna be responsible? The school?
No, parents aren't responsible for shit.
Yeah.
Well, it's against the law.
Yeah, this is
Like
child
truancy is
endangerment.
a thing.
I think this is
This
child
was part of
endangerment.
Prince William County, so
But yeah, not even just child endangerment. Truancy. These kids aren't allowed to just walk out of
well,
school.
since I'm moving to Michigan, I've been following Michigan stuff on Facebook now too.
I've seen that.
And they there was schools in Battle Creek near where I'm going to be moving to that were having student led walk down outs too, and they're all people that left school property as
Mhm.
students got tickets from the police for leaving,
Truancy.
yeah, for truancy, for leaving the property.
Yeah. Yeah. And the crazy thing is like, oh, these kids are so passionate. It's like, no, they got to walk out of school.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure you guys did it too. We had senior skip day
Oh, hell
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
and everyone kind of looked the other way, but it's like, yeah, they're just out. Granted, they were out probably getting drunk in the fucking woods with
Well,
their
that's what we
buddies,
were
but
doing.
yeah.
Drunk and high.
But these kids, it looks like they just stormed a Dunkin' Donuts in Virginia. Did you see that?
Yeah, they're like getting into fights. It just like, well, this is like over here. The two kids got into fight. Like, your kid got jumped. Are you gonna be like, oh, why you guys? It's just like everybody's just like, yeah, they should have the free speech. Like, no, they're fucking kids. Are they gonna vote next? Are they gonna get like fucking Second Amendment rights too?
Hmm.
And
Well,
I'm
there's a
sorry.
video of I'm sorry, God.
It's just fucking liberal. They want to give the kids like, oh, they should have It should be the independent. It should be like telling me what to do. They're my friends. Like, no wonder fucking kids are fucked up
Well, I
now.
mean, there's Kroger that got raided,
This
and
was in Cincinnati, though.
okay,
Yeah. No,
There's
but
a
I
video
said
of
in
these
general.
kids marching into a Kroger and just freaking robbing the place in their
blind.
ice protest. It's like,
Mm.
yeah, they gave a shit about ice. No, they saw free fucking candy and soda, beef jerky. What are you gonna do when 200 freaking 16-year-olds walk in, just take what they want and walk out?
Not much you can do.
No, you
Mm.
you watch it happen and go, oh, that sucks.
If I was Kroger, I would sue the school. Like, you let this shit happen. You
That's
paying for it.
actually not a terrible idea. They
Mm.
should sue the school and see if it goes anywhere.
Yeah,
Be like, no, we just
but they
lost
don't.
like ten
They don't.
thousand dollars in merchandise, and this is your fault.
Yeah, and they're fucking. But the stores are so fucking. They're scared Democrat because Democrats so vindictive, dude. And Democrats need to fucking step up their balls to fucking start arresting these motherfuckers, dude.
That's exactly what needs to happen, not tickets, because these kids are too stupid to understand how a ticket works.
No, 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 no,
And
no.
you,
I'm talking about the Republicans start arresting
yeah,
Democrats or
no, exactly. Arrest them. No, arrest the kids that are skipping school.
and the fucking teacher for not fucking calling the cops. Like, hey, at least notify the parents. Like, hey, you kid left fucking school. No.
Yes, here they do that. If our kid does not arrive to school, we get contacted if we didn't contact them first. Like,
Yeah.
hey, did something go wrong? You know,
Yeah.
or hey, maybe your kid decided to go smoke a doob, which, so granted, my
I
6 year
mean,
old's not doing that, but
Not
what kind of
yet.
rights do the kids has, dude? They're like under protected legal protection of the guardian, dude.
yeah, that's why the police should be picking them up and holding on to them in a holding station until the legal
Parent.
guardians can arrive.
Yeah.
And it's funny I say that because I'm a big firm believer in this latchkey kid system.
We mean latch kids.
Latchkey. It's the same way I grew up. Uh, you'd hop on your bike on a Saturday in the summer,
Mm-hmm.
and you just had to be home before the streetlights turned on.
Yeah.
But that also
They
wasn't
can't
the
do that
city where.
anymore.
Well, that's also wasn't the city with you see some of these kids got hit by fucking cars because they just
Yeah.
walked across the road.
There's a fuck that happened here in the military highway. We talked about it.
Yeah, and
Nighttime. Where the fuck the parents? Or like, why is your kid in the middle of the street and that night?
mhm. Well, I'm talking about these walkouts. One of these kids got hit by a car, and there's
Oh
another
yeah, there's some
video.
videos out
There's
there.
another video.
Fucking.
I think the Cincinnati video shows them trying to get into someone's car who was stopped letting the kids cross the road.
Mm, no, no,
Ah, yeah,
yeah,
you may be a big strong man, and these are little kids, 16, 17-year-olds.
yeah. They're gonna.
Right.
Freaking 20 of them will beat you to death.
Yeah, little
And you
fucking
know
like
it.
little midgets and shit, dude.
And the testosterone coursing through a 16 to 18-year-old boy's body.
It's fucking
They still haven't
cars.
figured out they still haven't figured out how to handle it yet.
Right.
Uh, which is actually perfect transition, almost as if I had planned it somehow this way.
Mm,
I'm sure everyone heard about the shooting in Pawtucket.
Yep.
mhm.
Uh, trans dude who dressed like a woman, identified as a woman, killed his ex-wife and her kids, right? And then himself with hurting a bunch of other people. This is something I've seen that a lot of these trans shootings we've been seeing have been people that have gone from woman to man. And I think a lot of it has to do with taking testosterone shots and not being able to deal with the
The
surge
anger.
of testosterone.
Yeah, fucking. You seen a kid? Like, dude, they don't. They get like my boy. Like, you can see it. Like, oh yeah, like it's coming out. Like, damn, you're a fucking beast. Like it's just.
But yeah, this
It,
crazy
it takes
bastard.
out. His body's gonna regulate after a while.
But he went and killed. Didn't this guy kill his ex-wife?
Ex-wife and his kid. I don't think. I
It
think
said
some
her
kid.
kids for the article I read, so I don't know if they're not his kids, or maybe his kid was on the ice. I don't know.
Oh, the kids were in the crossfire, and I don't know.
Ex-wife and his son.
Mhm.
Okay. So for the article I had read said her kids, and I was like, does that mean they're not his kids? But first of all, this dude is freaking jacked. Did you see this guy?
Yeah.
He's built like a professional freaking wrestler. And then he's got a freaking Nazi totem Kampf tattoo, a freaking SS tattoo.
They're saying that the gender identity apparently contributed factor to the wife filing for divorce after nearly 30 years of marriage.
Understandable. If we're supposed to say that trans women are women, she's not gay, right?
Right.
Uh, Come on, folks. You can't play both sides of this coin. But yeah,
No.
the guy's ripped. He's enormous. Giant Nazi tattoo.
Does not look
And
like a woman whatsoever.
no, and his name is like Robert something. Did you see what name he identifies as?
No.
I forgot.
It's in here somewhere.
Espinido, the last one.
I thought it was a feminine last name that he went with.
Yeah. No, but the last name is Espinido.
Oh, okay.
Espinito.
Roberta Esposito.
Surveillance team in place.
Doesn't even this article doesn't even say it. It must be the other one. That's ridiculous. See, they're doing everything they can to not freaking bring this shit up,
Right.
and I don't know why. But let's find it. Of course I don't see it. Robert Dorgan. Oh, also went by Roberta Esposito. There you go. Okay.
So
And I was
who's
like,
right?
hold on. We were told that you can transgender, but you cannot trans ethnicity, right?
You can now.
So yeah, and the Democrats finally found their actual Nazi, and they're
But it doesn't
defending
fit
this person.
doesn't fit the narrative.
Well, it's funny. You see, they're trying to say this person was a huge MAGA supporter. It's like actually, he was a fan of MTG and Thomas Massey, the two most vocal critics of Trump on the Republican side of the aisle. So yeah, but yeah, man, I saw this and I was just like, I immediately started racking my brain because my Spanish isn't great. Let's be real.
Mm-hmm.
I can do a little bit of Spanish.
Yeah, I didn't have to find a beer or a toilet, right?
Yep. ¿Dónde
Yeah,
está el baño?
yeah. Necesito dos
Dos
más
cervezas,
cervezas,
por
por
favor. I'm
favor.
not ordering just one. I want two.
Yeah,
Dos
'cause I
cervezas.
don't want to wait for you to come back again because it'll be empty by the time you come back. All right.
Exactly.
So how you ask for two dos X?
Ew.
Dos
Nobody drinks Dos Equis.
cervezas.
No, but dos X, like you want dos X.
What are Equis?
X.
Two X's?
Yeah. Now you don't see the X
Oh.
in front of it?
Oh, see, I never put it together, honestly.
Yeah. Let me get dos X.
Oh, two. Okay, two. So X, two Dos Equis would be two X's, which would be female, right?
It's
XX?
just X. It's just X. It's just a name.
Oh, just saying XX chromosomes are female and XY are male, right?
Yeah. Those X, yeah. Yeah. Oh, if you're talking about that, I thought you were talking about the beer.
We're
Yeah.
on
Well,
beer.
yeah.
You're moving away from beer.
But I never put it
man.
that way. The two female beers. Like, oh, what? Oh, yeah.
But yeah, all I could think was what first I said Asesina Latina, and
Yeah.
Guapo pointed out that the syntax might be backwards. It might be Latina Asesina,
Mm-hmm.
which I gotta say is hilarious. Guapo's Spanish is much better than mine.
I would hope so.
It's my first language.
Not where it should be, though, honestly.
What do you mean?
Not
Because you
anymore.
even told me that you had to sit there and refer to a
Well,
Humphrey
because-
Bogart movie to remember what order to put your words in
No,
Spanish.
no. Like whenever, like if I had to, when you get, okay, what's your phone number, and you had to think about it. Then you like, oh shit, hold on, let me think about it, because if you don't think about it, you just spill it out. But when you ask me things, you're like, hold on, let me. Now you got me thinking.
Because that's a good point. When you say it that way, if I was to explain the syntax of English grammar,
Mm-hmm.
I would have to sit down and think about it, especially
Yeah.
English, because it's incredibly difficult with the grammar.
Okay. Anyways,
Oh, people use the wrong
It's not the
conjugation, the
grammar,
wrong.
It's the freaking anomalies, I want to call it. Like, instead of being man plural with the S, you have to man with the MEN. Instead of in Spanish hombre instead of hombres.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like, well, hold on, what? Why don't you just put the S at the end? They'll make it simple, but that's not
Well,
the.
yeah, but then look at all the different groups of animals. It's like
Yeah,
you got a goose or geese. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
So
You
shit
know,
about. So that's the
like,
shit you have to learn, you know. But other than that, everything's kind of simple. You don't have to know where to put the tilt. You know, still learning that. I have to go back and relearn
you know
that.
what
You know.
always got me was the punctuation. I was never sure when to put a tilnia on an N. And
Oh,
I
the
understand it's when you get that A
Enya,
sound, that Y
Enya.
sound at the Enya. Yeah.
Yeah, because back in the day, they like it used to be two ends. So like, okay, and the people they want to write it, so like,
Like
let's put the
rolling your
two.
R's.
Ah,
Like the two R's made a different sound
yeah,
than
yeah,
one
yeah.
R.
No, but I said the end, yeah, like two ends. So like, hey, let's put the two ends one on top of the other one. Well,
That's what
the
that's supposed to
eventually,
be.
ah,
That's what the tilnia is. It's
yeah, it eventually disappeared. The two ends on top of each other, so just like a little symbol.
ah, look at that.
Yeah, it used to be two ends. You know, like the W used to be two V's,
Yeah,
and
yeah. Well, Spanish still calls it doble V, double V.
yeah, double B. And the
So
Y we call it Y the
E.
Greek Greek I. That's what we call it.
Well, I always just we always just called it E because that's the way we always pronounced it.
Yeah, yeah, no. But some people call it the E Griega, the Greek I, because it came
All
from the
right.
Greeks.
Uh, moving on.
Mhm.
Found this article interesting, and I'm sure neither of you saw this because you guys aren't into the same circles as me. I got family in Vermont. This Vermont couple just got their foster license back after a big battle with the court system because they didn't believe that they should have to sit through training how to trans a child.
I thought I shared this article.
Maybe you did then. I'm sorry. I thought I stumbled across
This is
it.
about LGBTQ, right?
Yes, they didn't want to participate in this training concerning transing
Right.
children.
Give me a
And like,
second.
oh,
I'll
they're
take it back.
anti-LGBTQ. I was like, no, we just don't think you should cut the dick or the breasts off of a minor.
Yeah.
But yeah, they
Yeah,
end up
I'll be
winning their
back.
case. Huh?
All
I'll
right.
be back.
He's got to take care of
Uh,
the kids.
all right. Bro, oh, I wish he had one more minute to get into this one. Uh, you shared this one, I believe. Schumer,
Yeah.
explain to me what you got out of this article.
This is in New York City, right? This is where the park
He
is.
That's where the park was, but he wants this federal.
Yeah, well, yeah, good luck with that. But basically there's a fight right now between the state of New York and the federal government because the state keeps trying to put up this pride flag on federal land and the the federal government keeps taking it down. So Schumer is trying to push through a law that makes it that the pride flag is going to be on the same level as the U.S. flag in the eyes of the
That's what
government.
offends me the most. It's difficult to offend me, right? Usually I'm like, that's stupid.
I mean, state
But
flags don't have the same rights as always. The American flag is
bingo.
always the highest.
Nothing flies at the same height as the American flag, let
No,
alone above it.
yeah. So, I mean, while this is there, I mean, the way the federal government could shut this whole thing down in New York City is just close the park to the public. It's a
Yeah, they
federal
could.
park. They can lock the gates and say, hey, it is what it
Yeah.
is. You know,
If you guys can't respect it, you can't have it, right?
exactly.
But yeah, they want it to fly in the same level as the American flag. And I was like, the state flag doesn't fly at the same level. The POW flag doesn't fly at the same level. Nothing does. We don't even
And they're
dip our
making a big
flags in the
deal.
Olympic community.
Trump came out and said when he signed this executive order, it wasn't targeting the pride flag. The executive order he signed restricted what types of flags may be displayed on federal
Yes.
property and
Hmm.
ensure only that the U.S. flag is prominently flown,
Yes. And then they immediately, that means they can't do the pride flag.
Which is U.S. code. The
Yeah,
U.S.
flag
flag,
code.
yeah.
Yeah. And you know flag code probably better than I because you work topside, Brian. Like I think I only ever took the flag down once, and it was in like A school because I
Hmm.
was always below decks. That was never my thing.
Yeah,
But at sea, the flag flies 24/7, right?
if it's properly lighted. No,
Ugh,
it does come down. I see it
does
comes
it?
down at
I
sunset.
thought
Yeah.
it didn't. I
No,
thought
it
it
comes.
didn't at sea
The
because we
only
had to
way
identify
the
as
only way you
American.
can fly the American flag after dark is if it's got a light on it, and you're not going to do a
Correct.
light on a ship.
No, correct. But for some reason, I thought we flew the flag anyway, so that if they could see us for some reason, they would see
No,
American.
no, no.
Okay.
It came down
Hull number and the sound of your engine should tell you it's a United States vessel, right?
pretty much.
Okay. No, that makes sense. But yeah, man, I've had enough issues with flag code in my life as separated from the service.
Right.
Like I had a solar powered light I used to have pointing at my American flag so I could leave it up and not have to
Uh-huh.
take it down. Damn thing freaking got busted. So I was out there, I was checking the time, setting alarms for
Yeah.
sunrise and sunset, you know?
Uh-huh.
And it's different every day, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Depends on what state you're in too. It's different in every state too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, where are you and what time is sunrise?
Yep.
And I was like, oh my God. I immediately went out and got another light. I was like, this is just a giant pain in the ass.
Yep. If you want to follow the rules. Yep.
Well,
Uh-huh.
especially in like Massachusetts in the dead of winter.
Yeah.
The sun set before I came home from work.
Yeah.
You know?
Like the wife's in Michigan right now, and the sun sets here way after what it does in Michigan, and like the sun doesn't come up, sun's up here before it comes up in Michigan, so it's
Yeah.
just crazy.
Or I bet what time is your sunset lately?
Probably around 6. I think we're up to like 6 now.
Oh, all right. Mine's a little earlier. Uh, I am I am
Seven.
further north than you.
Yeah.
But the mountains are a big issue. Once it goes over that other mountain on the other side, it's gone. You know what I mean?
See here right now, tomorrow sunrise is at 6:47. Sunset is at 5:51. So yeah, I was damn close without even thinking about it.
Yeah.
5:51. So yep.
Yeah, just what time have you noticed the sun going down, right?
And in
Dude,
Concha,
I've taken so many pictures of sunsets here from the
the
mountaintops though.
sunrise, the sunrise is at 7:27 where I'm at in Michigan, where I'll be. And then sunset is actually later, it's at 6:20. So it's like a half hour difference, which is insane.
Interesting. I'm a
Yeah.
little frustrated though that I'm gonna get back to Virginia here in a couple
I
months.
know. That's all right.
And you're gonna be gone when
I
I
gotta
get
do what I
there.
gotta do.
No, you do, and I get it. It's just we figured when we go to do the cruise thing on the way back, we'll go rent a UR or a budget truck and drive it
Uh,
back with everything from the storage unit. Because
that's a good
Virginia
idea.
just added, not only did the prices double recently on my storage unit, but the Virginia just added a tax on storage units too.
Yeah. Well, that's why the wife is. I'm gonna take some stuff with me that wherever I can get into the rental vehicle I'm renting, but pretty much everything else is gonna go into the attic, and the people that are gonna rent the house are gonna get like a semi-furnished house. The furniture staying in the living room,
Yeah,
probably
just
the
don't burn,
TV.
don't put cigarette burns in my recliner, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
uh, and I understand the circumstances of what's going on, so I'm not going to be as rule as to ask how long you think you're going to be there.
No idea.
Well, he is open; it's a long time, but
Exactly. Yeah.
you know how the world works as well as I, unfortunately.
Yep. Yep. We're not guaranteed tomorrow.
Exactly. Shit. I've been keeping my girls out of the front yard in general because I've been worried about cars crashing. You know there's that turn right next to my house, right?
Yeah. Now you gotta
And
have to build them a playground in the backyard.
oh well, they play in the backyard, but right now the whole backyard's covered in friggin' branches as big around as my fucking thigh. Because when it got so cold so fast, all of like
Uh-huh.
the sap froze and expanded and snapped these branches off. The whole yard is just some of it landed on my truck, dude. Luckily, the giant quarter-inch of ice encased around my truck at the time protected it. But
Right.
I did lose a paint chip on the
Oh no.
tailgate. Well, it's gonna rust.
You can buy paint and
Ah, it's a little.
spray paint it.
It's about the size of my thumbnail.
Rust-Oleum.
Not even. I'm gonna sand it down nice and clean, right? So it's fresh metal. I'm gonna put nail polish on it. That's as close as possible. Then a clear coated nail polish on top of that. Because I already have that shit in my house.
All
I
right.
got three females living in my house and one next door living in my house. Uh, oh, yeah. Speaking of next door, brought this up earlier. The wife went out shopping, and here's the best part. She went out shopping and she brought her mother. Thing is, they both put in like pre-orders at Walmart when they like bring it out to your car.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, oh, this should be quick. Just pick them up and come back.
Right.
6 hours later, they're heading home. She sent me pictures when I was expecting her home like an hour before ago. She sent me pictures like, oh, I'm restraining myself of like little baby chicks under a heat lamp. I was like, where are you? They're selling fucking baby chicks.
Your
Why?
chicken coop ain't ready for chicks yet.
Well, the thing is, we've already bought chickens. Like we have them on order.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude, she's going nuts. She wants 40 birds.
That's too many.
Well, she wants to basically make it so our entire church and then more people get free eggs.
You got to start small and work your way up.
Well, not all of
For
them are going
your
to be
first year, you should have, like a half a dozen.
six.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
got seven, and they just started laying eggs again. I
yeah. It's
went
getting
through
warm
it. I
again.
went through a light in there, and it warmed up the last few days. So the first couple of days, they started laying. One chicken was laying eggs, like one a day, and then today I went out there and I got two more eggs. So there's like two or three chickens laying now on a semi-consistent
Hmm.
basis. So
Just-
yeah, you
Well,
don't need to start with 40 chicks. Just start small and work your way up.
she doesn't just want chicken eggs. She wants to slaughter them.
Okay,
So
well
so
still you
she
don't
got
need 40
well, no,
chickens at a
that's what I'm saying.
time.
She's got egg chickens and meat chickens, but
All
then
right.
she also for our eldest daughter's birthday,
Uh,
we got her a chicken, a special like very friendly, colorful chicken that's supposed to be like her pet. That's gonna live
that's a
with the other
bad
birds.
idea.
Well, why? We're not gonna eat this bird.
I know, but she's gonna think that chicken's her pet, so all the other chickens are gonna be pets.
Well, no, she knows better because we've done this before.
Okay.
But yeah, it's like colorful. I don't remember what it's called, but it's a friendly bird that like comes up to greet you and hangs out with you. Like she could pick it up and carry it around. But to make sure that we got one that survived hatching, she ordered four. Yeah, I was
Okay.
like, oh my God. But yeah, well, we're looking at was it the Rhode Island Reds? Some barred rock, Plymouth barred rock, and then she got some other bird that is both a layer and an eater. So it'll lay eggs until we slaughter it to eat it.
Okay.
But I was like, this is a lot of birds.
Well, I told Kathy a couple days ago, it's like these chickens will start laying eggs pretty soon. They're gonna be game bird, I'm gonna be eating these birds.
Well, once
Because
they stop laying, it's time to eat them.
I'm feeding them a ton of food every day, and they ain't producing shit for me. So
Well, in the winter they do slow down. Yeah, exactly. Like you said, it got
yeah,
warm. They're popping eggs out again.
yeah.
Uh,
I'm gonna miss the
actually,
chickens in Michigan. So
that's the thing is you're gonna be able to get someone else to take care of these birds for you when you're gone.
yeah, and if the people that rent the house don't want to deal with them, I've talked to people at the church that they have birds already, so we can probably just move them into somebody else's.
Basically, give them your birds and get more when
Yeah,
you come back.
nah, the birds. We'll get new birds when we come
That's
back.
that's what I meant. Get new birds when you get back.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, telling you, everybody. Brian knows it. I know it. That's a fucking gold mine. Eggs are expensive as hell.
yep. And I'll tell you what, I've been spoiled by my my free range slash backyard birds eggs. They taste totally different than store-bought birds
Oh, they're so much
eggs.
better. And you know better than to wash them right away, right?
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay, not everyone does. A lot of people will wash the eggs right away. And it's
No,
like
you
now you
wash
got to
them right before you
refrigerate them.
use them.
Yeah, it's like now you got to refrigerate. It's only good for like 2.5 weeks.
I put them in the fridge. We still put them in the fridge, but we never wash them,
Oh,
so they last
we didn't even
forever.
bother. We didn't even bother putting them in the fridge unless we washed them because they could sit out and regular that afterbirth or whatever protects
Yeah.
it, you know.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, man, it's a gold mine. And then shit, Tina. Oh, I finally said her name instead of the wife. I remember we had so many eggs at one point. She's like, "What do I do with all these eggs? Like, I can't give them away." I
Make
was
a
like,
quiche.
yeah, I was like, make a quiche. She's like, "Oh, I've never had that." I was like, "Yeah, it's an egg pie."
Yeah.
So,
It's really
yeah,
good.
I was like, "It's actually pretty tasty." So
Yeah.
she made a quiche. She's like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "Yeah, if you got too many, this is the way to go. People love quiche."
Yep. Take it to church.
Yeah. All right. I need a beer.
All right.
Um, this is an interesting court decision for California, which is this is a federal court, so it's going to apply nationwide, probably, or at least set a precedent, right?
Yeah. Yeah, basically, the way I'm understanding this is that the federal government over supersedes the state law. So Newsom's mask ban for ICE agents is dead thanks to the supremacy clause. So thank God that what's uh, being decided in California doesn't actually apply to the rest of the nation. And another thing that Trump's not happy about is that the Supreme Court struck down President Trump's tariffs that he put in place under his Emergency Powers Act. Um, it doesn't mean he can't keep doing tariffs. It just means he has to do them a different way. I heard today on another podcast where there's millions of laws and systems in place where he can still do the tariffs. He just has to do them, and that way, rather than trying to use the Emergency Powers Act to do the tariffs. Tariffs are still allowed under many different ways, but Trump's got to figure all that out.
And which one was this, the Newsom or the Supreme Court thing?
I moved down to the Supreme Court.
Okay. All right. Yeah. But like you said, she's gonna find out a different way, and he's already taken action working a different way. Did you see what he did?
No.
They made an issue about him being able to set individual tariffs like this because he's not Congress. Which, by the way, oh my God, Thomas, right? Clarence Thomas,
Yeah. Yeah,
wrote
there were
us.
three judges that voted for the Trump's ability to do tariffs, and then six others said no.
Well, they said he didn't have the authority because the
Under the Emergency Powers Act.
well, and then they said Congress can't just like turn over these authorities. I was like, and then Thomas actually brought that up in his dissent letter. Was like, how much has Congress or the executive branch delegated their powers to someone else to do something for them instead?
All of them.
Like all of those alphabet soup agencies. That's exactly what they are,
Yeah.
right?
Uh-huh.
Uh, but yeah, so instead of doing that, Trump said, "All right, fine. I guess if we can't do, reciprocal tariffs, he's like, fine, 10% tariff to every freaking country on the planet."
I hadn't heard that yet.
Yeah, that happened today.
Okay. Well,
So
this
we'll
came
see if
down today. This is breaking
I know
news.
this was like hours later.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, it's actually the next article, I believe, right?
Well, we got no. The
Oh,
next article
Trump.
is Clarence Thomas.
Oh, okay. Well, sorry. Um, but yeah, he's putting like a 10%. I don't know how long it'll sit there before a judge gets on it, but that sucks for every other country that did play ball
Yeah.
and got everything evened out, which a lot of countries did, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
And now they're getting kicked in the balls again because the Supreme Court thinks that we should, apparently we can't tax a hostile nation more than an ally.
I think you can. It just has to be done.
through Congress.
Not even through Congress. I don't think you even need Congress involved. He was using the Emergency Powers Act to do all these tariffs.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is Congress would have to do the tariffs as a taxation policy instead, according to
Okay.
yeah. I, I like the idea of the tariffs. Everyone's complaining about price increases. What the fuck price is gonna go up?
I
Because you're
haven't
paying
seen
taxes.
I haven't seen a lot of price increases
I
overall.
mean, you're paying taxes. You were paying different taxes on the stuff before. Now you're paying. You know what I mean? The issue is that it's going to get passed on to the consumer. It already was getting passed on to you. The only issue is if you're buying foreign stuff, it might be a little more. But if you buy American-made stuff, it's cheaper.
Yeah.
It's especially if it's all the way through an American company. Like skateboards is a great example, dude. That's why skateboarding is all but died in the United States. Uh, North Pacific Northwest, United States and Canada, there cut down trees, certain trees to make skateboards. They take that, they ship it to fucking China. They
Uh-huh.
process it, make skateboards, and ship it back to the United States to sell to us. Why? Why are we sending them our trees to make? Oh, because they're cheaper, because they're working slave labor wages, right?
Right.
Everyone demands a living wage for an American citizen, and they go buy the fucking foreign good because it's cheap. So now, in theory, this would make the American good a little bit cheaper, and you'd be paying a living wage
Right.
to a citizen, as opposed to some friggin' wealthy Chinese communist who's allowed to keep his money as long as he agrees with the communist government. What's up, Guapo? You're back. Is everything all right?
Yeah, yeah, yes. Yes, people want to get the 411 about my relationship.
What relationship?
I'm single again, so
Exactly.
yeah.
So there is
So
no relationship.
yeah, that's the thing. They
Um,
want to get the 411. What happened? So
Pamela Henderson.
hmm back in
That's
business.
not what happened. I know the 411.
What you guys talking about this tariff stuff?
Just in general, the Supreme Court shut down Trump's reciprocal tariffs.
Yes, yes. And I posted something about it. Let's see if people pick it up. This says when the sovereign can implement bounties on imports due to judicial tyranny, you
Sounds
get
like
back
Clarence Thomas.
you get back and do it under a different act. Get back and do it again on the different act. So yeah, that's what happened. But yeah,
Yeah.
they're just how are they gonna tell these
I actually
the
read his full dissent letter.
oh, did you?
Uh, I don't usually read the whole thing because it's just usually
Clarence Thomas
Garbage.
pages of stuff. No, in general, from the Supreme Court, the dissent is usually pages of like
yeah,
either
the new one
idiocy from Jackson or legal jargon. You know?
no, but Clarence Thomas is like 63 pages or something now. Oh, the dissent.
Oh, he was pissed.
I'm sure he was.
He was pissed. That's what I said. And I read it. And I was like, "Holy crap! This dude is not
because
happy."
that he doesn't even talk that much.
He's well, and actually, that's a perfect segue, dude. Uh, some new judge ethics code or something just got passed where judges are
Yeah.
allowed to like speak out politically.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Oh, this is going to cause such an issue when it comes to precedents and everything else because judges are going to say, I don't care. I don't like it.
Okay, what's the new ethics code?
Judges are basically allowed to come out and opine politically, even on cases.
Put like the 2 cents. I thought it was about the law, not what the fuck they feel about
That's
it.
what the Trump allies say. Like, what the hell is going on? Your opinion does not matter in a courtroom.
Yeah, yeah.
But we're gonna end up like Australia if we keep doing shit like this.
Oh, he must be here.
Oh, is he?
With that segue. Nobody wants to end up like Australia.
Talking about law and convict in Australia. I love it.
Well, I mean, the United States used to be just as wild, and parts of it still are, as wild Australia. The thing is, we didn't just leave those crazy fucking animals to do their thing. Which I will say, though, Australia, I don't know what's going on, why you guys haven't reproduced to fill in that massive landmass. Is it because half of it's desert?
Mate, like 4/5. It's
I
full
didn't
of
get that.
it's full of minerals and bloody uranium, coke, gold, iron ore, coal.
Oh, so what you need to do is buy a giant plot of land, mine the fuck out of it, become a billionaire, and then build a housing development on the emptied mines or whatever.
That's it.
And
Opals, mate.
yeah. Oh, Brian's got us a video or something. Oh my God, the view.
You know it. We're
my
back to the
second-
view.
my second subject.
What do
Yesterday.
you got?
What's so hard for me to witness is people stating that the president is a racist, because I've seen
He is
him
a racist.
firsthand. He saved
He
one
is
of
a
my
racist.
best friend's lives, a black woman who has been with him
So
for
he has a black
18
friend.
years.
He's a racist.
No, he saved
What
her
makes him
life.
racist?
No.
He did.
See, they don't have an argument. They just say he is. That's a good enough
the
argument.
problem,
Yeah.
Savannah, and why we have a different take on it. Many of us have a different take on it, because when you target DEI programs with executive office, from your
Executive office.
with executive orders, your first week in office, arguing that the policies undermine national unity.
You know, like
call a thing
I do.
a thing. Donald Trump is a racist. There's no question in my mind. It is time to say the truth and tell it like it is. And the most recent thing that he did by posting on Truth Social, the Obamas depicted as
That
apes
was hilarious.
in The Lion King, where there are no apes in The Lion King.
there-
That was a racist act. He tried
there's
to
a
blame a
fucking
staffer. A
chimpanzee that
staffer
held
did
up
not
baby
do
Simba,
it.
right?
It was a
He
staffer
Yeah.
who posted it.
President Trump is a
It's not-
racist.
She's
He
a
is
liar,
not.
too.
Put that
I'm not
clip of the Obamas
for the
there.
for the
They're not
Judge
used
Biden.
to having people come on the show and
Different
defend Trump.
She said there were no apes in the Lion King. Was it a chimpanzee or a mandrill
I don't know.
that held up baby
No, it
Simba
wasn't
when he was born?
He was mandrill.
Huh?
But Biden
It was a
the
mandrill.
moon.
Okay, that's still an ape, though, isn't it?
Yeah. Biden was the moon.
And don't get me wrong. Putting the Obama's faces on primates, lower primates, not super sensitive, but it was
he didn't
funny.
do that.
And
it
he
was
didn't do it.
It was a
shared someone
meme that
else's
he
stuff.
saw and loved, so he put it on True Social, and he didn't watch the whole meme through. He didn't watch
I
the whole
laughed.
video.
I laughed.
It was made years
funny.
ago. Do you know it was actually made a few years ago?
Yeah.
Mhm.
It wasn't a new thing just made. It was made a few years ago.
No.
Yeah. And that's
And it was
no,
clipped
here's
on
the thing is the funniest things have to be at least a little offensive. You know what I mean? Like dark humor,
you're
dude. Like not everyone gets dark humor. I mean, it's like food. Like
Yeah.
not everyone gets it.
No.
Yep.
But if you do
100%.
get it, dark humor, it's like childhood cancer. It just never gets old.
Right. Oh boy.
But
And yes, they're terrible. They're offensive, but they're funny.
That's right, mate. A lot of comedians are copping because of it. But his actual film clip, the meme that he put out, was it tax fraud or something in Michigan or somewhere like that? Or a voter fraud in Michigan or something like it was.
I don't know.
Well, yeah, when he originally put it out, he didn't have censor. He put something about voter fraud and it was on the end of it. And it real kept playing. So
Why
when
does your signal suck so bad?
Sorry, mate. Turning it off.
Nah, it's just unfortunate that do you guys just have bad internet in Australia, or are you just in a dead spot in your house?
No, mate, it's a bastard of a day today. It's stinking hot.
What's
Yeah,
that
that
got to
shouldn't
do with
affect
your
your
internet?
Internet connection.
It plays up with some. Can you see okay now?
Yeah, well, no, you come and go. Every now and then you sound great for several minutes, and then all of a sudden it sounds like you're underwater,
You may want to invest in some Elon
Extender.
Musk internet.
Oh, jeez. Freaking Starlink? That can't be cheap, dude.
No, it's actually reasonable. Dude.
Actually, it came down to price. You
I
don't
didn't
have to
even realize it
pay.
was open. I didn't
I
realize it
don't
was
know if
open
it
to the
is
public yet.
open in Australia because that's the
No,
internet
you
I'm
can
looking
buy it for
at from
anywhere in the
Michigan.
world.
They
Mate,
got rid of the equipment charges now. You don't have to pay
if you
the
get
six
it on
hundred
that.
dollars up front to get it.
Oh.
So if anyone there listening wants to donate to the convict in Australia,
Yeah. You know,
So, in
I,
other exciting news in the View, that Whoopi
yeah.
Goldberg's name came up in the Epstein files.
Uh-oh.
Oh
Uh-oh.
yeah.
We all
Then
know what that means.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, there's no other reason why your name would be in any of this unless you were a kid diddler, right?
it's all right.
That's what we've heard. I want to see the fucking list. Oh, you know?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
here's the list.
Yeah, I've been avoiding Epstein on purpose because a bunch of garbage has been coming out. But
there's just nonsense. They're
and as soon as Brian shared something with the View, I was like, fine, I'm doing it. I'm going to show Whoopi got blown up too. Okay.
Well, and then they're making a big deal about Prince Albert Andrew being arrested.
Prince Albert?
Yeah,
Brian
Prince
thinking
Albert.
about going back to the jewelry store.
Yeah, no.
Hook this one in, Brian.
The wife's not a fan of Prince Albert. So.
No. Not even kidding you. Brian did have a Prince Albert.
Yeah, I did.
And I still got a Jacob's ladder.
What's left of it?
Yeah.
More
well,
like a Jacob step stool.
I got re-pierced actually after that infection. Let me tell you how much it hurts to get a piercing through your junk through scar tissue.
Oh no, that's the worst.
Oh man.
I did that with my nipples.
My it was funny because we went out to the shop, my pal came with me, and he's like, all right, man. I was like, you don't have to watch it. He's like, dude's about to get his dick pierced. You think I'm not gonna watch it happen? And I was like, okay. They put the needle through the first time. I was like, okay, I'm done. And he goes, nope, you ripped your dick out and made me look at it. You're getting all of them. Oh man. But hey, it's ribbed for her pleasure.
Sure.
That's the idea behind it anyway.
But yeah, no, Prince Andrew, he wasn't actually held on.
Hold on. Let's stop calling him Prince. He is not a prince.
No,
he was stripped of his
He's
princeliness
still
by
part
the queen.
of the royal family. He's still
he's related to the royal family. He's not
he
part
is
of the
like
royal family.
eighth in line to succession.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he still is. He still is.
How? They stripped him of his royal titles.
They just stripped him of his title. He's still in succession.
Eighth in succession to the title.
But anyway, they didn't hold him
because
what they found in the Epstein files. They held him for the Secrecy Act clause.
Yeah, but I just want to bring up exactly that, Brian, because it had nothing to do with the pedophilia or Virginia Giuffre, the Australian girl who died after saying, "I don't want to die. Please let me see my kids again." Right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I forgot where I was going with this.
By the prince,
former prince.
Yeah,
you're saying he wasn't done on those charges. He
wasn't brought up on those charges. He's being brought up on like some kind of like weird like national security type thing. And I was like, I keep hearing from all these Canadians and Australians that the king has no fucking authority and can't do anything. Then why does he have access to all of this national defense stuff?
He still has the king.
I know, but they keep telling me the king doesn't actually do anything.
Oh yes, he's still a head of state until we get rid of him.
The thing is, just
the
like
king can pull the parliament out of Australia, can't he?
Yeah, through his governor general.
I think it's
his
more
governor
like
general is the king's representative here. Every Commonwealth country has got a governor general.
It happened in Canada. What, like 70 or 60 years ago?
It happened in Australia.
Australia, you guys turn over your government fast enough. The king doesn't have to get involved.
Yeah. The Prime Minister was sacked. His government was sacked by the Governor General.
That's wild. Wild.
It come down to finances too, because the Labor Party was just spending hand over fist.
Sounds like our Democrat Party.
Yeah, he's a leftist, mate. But the thing is,
I just like to say that I'm glad that Quebec chose not to get involved in the revolution with us and decided to stay British because look at what Quebec is right now.
Left Hard Paradise.
Oh my God. And they're fucking the UK and they're speaking French and looking at you like you're an asshole because you're speaking English.
Just getting back to Prince Andrew, do you guys realise one
Sorry,
thing?
I
No,
love
no, no.
Canada. Quebec pisses me off,
No,
especially
same here, mate.
Montreal.
You guys realise that the king could be like he can lose his throne with all the shit going on.
Yeah, how do you take the
Well,
king out of power legally without cutting his head off?
well, the Queen, right? The only person in UK and in any place like that can't be convicted as a king or a monarchy. They cannot be
Cannot?
convicted of any crime
Can they be
whatsoever.
removed from power in any way?
Yes, yes. And this is what I was getting at. Like he was a prince with Prince Andrew when that hush money was paid. If he had any part in that whatsoever, that will unseat him.
And who's next in line?
Prince William, his son.
Okay. And that's Meghan Markle's husband?
No, that's Harry.
Okay, sorry.
Prince William had a son, George, and he's got another son.
I should say there's so many princes and princesses because you know what I mean? Like, how long has the Windsor family been in power, right?
Mate, centuries.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I think pretty much in Scotland stopped fighting the English, right?
Well, without going too far into it, I don't want to take up all your time. But Scottish prince became the King of England. I think it was James the First or James the Second.
Oh, that's interesting. I just remember when I was in Scotland, and it was in Glasgow, and I was talking to these Scottish guys, like, we're speaking the same language. Why don't I understand you? You know? And then once I got it, I could get through the accent because they knew our accent because they were used to American sailors.
Yeah.
I was like, what gets me is, man, you guys fought for 400 years for independence, then just gave up. It's like 400 years, dude.
Well, they actually got independent, but they actually had their independence. You know what I mean?
Kind of, but apparently the king can just say, fuck your government and shut it down.
Yeah, Edward II, he got flogged. That's when Robert the Bruce flogged him, leaving a quarter of the troops that he had.
Oh, my God. Who was the famous Scottish king? Or
There's
queen?
A few of them.
Queen. I keep want to say Mary, but she was Wales, right?
No, Mary, Queen of Scotland.
Oh, I thought Mary, Queen of Wales, for some reason.
No.
Okay, so maybe she was the Scottish one that I was thinking of. But anyway, we got way off topic. I'm fascinated by what the fuck they got going on in the UK. I think it's upside down and stupid, but it seems to be working.
Well,
so
Bill Gates,
I'm not gonna put a stick in the spoke, but
well,
I'm like,
Bill
I don't
Gates'
understand how
name
this thing
also
works.
came up in the Epstein files, and now he's not going to be a keynote speaker at the AI summit.
Do you think he really gave his wife VD?
Who knows?
Yep.
That's the rumor, right? Is he gave his wife VD and then he asked Epstein to like get him antibiotics that he could slip to his wife, and that's why she left him?
Yep. I reckon he slipped it in her.
I don't know. I maybe, possibly. I think Bill Gates, a fucking tech genius billionaire, knows better than to send freaking unencrypted emails.
Well, mate, if he can slip a vaccine into a few billion people, he can slip in a couple of antibiotics and he's missed his fucking cup.
Have you noticed how he did a 180 on the climate change?
Mm.
He said, yeah, we might be affecting the climate, but it's going to be like another 600 years before it's even noticeable, let alone affecting anything.
Exactly.
Like, that's exactly what we've been saying, and you've called us terrible names, Bill.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Well, geez, I don't know what we should do. Maybe I should steal this company from my co-founder and run off and make money. And and his divorce bothered me too, because she took half his wealth basically.
Yeah.
And was like instantly the richest woman on the planet.
Yep.
I'm sorry, it's just you took half of a man's wealth and now you're the richest. What about the guy who was wealthier than Bill in the first place and you only had half of what Bill had?
Right.
You're like, what Elon Musk is projected to be a trillionaire in 4 years?
Something like that, yeah.
First trillionaire. We're gonna remember him like fucking Rockefeller. Everyone knows Rockefeller, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
The
Here's the
first millionaire.
here's a question for you, everybody.
Yeah.
How did Rockefeller make his billions?
Fucking oil.
Nah, all right.
Barrels.
Didn't know if anyone would know that one. And Elon is using oil, but he's also doing electric to be the first trillionaire. So let the free market do what it's gonna do, right?
Hey, you hear about that he's making robots and stuff like that?
Making what?
Robots, like I don't know.
Robots.
Yeah, robots.
Okay. Anyways, you hear about him fucking carving tunnels and stuff in the desert?
No, I didn't hear anything about that.
All right. So while they talk, and he's all about space travel and blah blah blah, and spreading fucking mankind.
Well, he's not going to Mars anymore.
No, they gave up on that?
Yeah, they're going to build a moon base.
Probably
that's to go to Mars, though, isn't it?
Not right away.
But anyways, there's a theory out there that he gonna send like things to Mars to drill holes, but he gonna use robots to maintain and stuff like that. So we can create like a bunker underneath on Mars instead of on top.
Wasn't he also the one that we should use these old Soviet stockpile and the American stockpile of nukes to nuke the north and south poles of Mars to release all of the CO2 trapped in the ice and create a new atmosphere and terraform Mars?
Yeah, why not, man? Experiment, fuck it.
No, it sounds fucking nuts. Could you dump all that CO2, right? Let the greenhouse effect run wild that we've been hearing so much about for so long, right?
Yeah,
And then send a ship that just sends like spores and seeds.
Good seeds,
Stuff that can handle like Christmas cactus or
you know what I mean? Yeah. But I'm saying like that would be amazing to see it like happening. They're like, oh shit.
If we terraformed a planet,
that would be
that's a next step in human evolution.
He will be in the history books, dude. Forever.
Yeah, exactly. Like this dude was like, hey, let's make Mars inhabitable and did it.
Yeah,
problem is you're never gonna get
probably gonna be like the next Christopher Columbus, but eventually fucking Democrats in the future be like, oh, he was the Christopher Columbus this time.
Good point you brought that up. Brian, I want to bring this up to you. I want to bring this up to you, Brian.
Yeah, he's a colonizer of planets.
Colonizer of planets. That's a good one.
I got co-colonizer, dude. I watch it like, okay, whatever.
Brian, Star Trek.
Yes.
I have to bring it up. Did you like Deep Space Nine or Voyager better?
Sounds like a fucking dildo.
Deep Space Nine.
Really? I hear there are so many people and they didn't like Voyager at all. And they're willing to give it some slack. I thought Deep Space Nine was not the intention of Star Trek at all. They're supposed to be explorers. Deep Space Nine was a space station.
Yeah.
So it bothers me when people say it's more Star Trek than, Voyager. I'm like, are you kidding me? They got dumped at the farthest corner of the galaxy and had to get back home. That was the exploration.
Now you got Starfleet Academy, so.
Yeah, I've been watching it. I try to avoid what I see online about people talking about it because they're like, oh, it's so woke. As long as I'm not being told this shit, I don't even notice it.
Well, have you watched the latest episode?
Maybe.
With the weddings where they went on holiday routine and they
maybe not.
Okay. Well,
I just know that the
it
point
gets woke it gets woke in this last episode that came out on Thursday.
People keep bringing up that like only women are in charge except for like the one guy.
Well, there's no gay Klingon.
Yeah, there's a gay Klingon, and the black dude seems to get away with everything.
But he's gay.
Yeah, he's got a thing for that Klingon dude, doesn't he? Yeah, that's like, all right. I didn't notice it until it was pointed out to me. I'm like, now it's so fucking obvious. It's like, I just thought he was the bad guy she was trying to like reform. That she took him out of prison, right?
Yeah, because Yeah, I don't think he's gay per se, but the Klingon's definitely gay. You'll see it in the next episode you watch.
Well, when they got right up in front of each other and like doing some weird chant thing,
Yeah.
it was the last one I saw.
Okay. There's another one after that.
Yeah, I was like, they're about to kiss, aren't they? I was like, this is this is a little strange, but Kirk was the first interracial kiss on television, wasn't he?
Yep. So we got North Carolina Elections Board has settled over 73,000 voter registrations. So there's 73,000 people that voted in previous elections in North Carolina that aren't eligible to vote anymore because they kicked them out. And then there's a New York City election worker that said he would process non-citizen voter applications.
Yeah, it was a Cam Higby style
So
interview. Like,
are non-citizens allowed to vote in New York City elections?
I don't know, but these guys were registering him for federal elections, and he's like, "Well, what do I care?" And it's like, dude, like,
You can go to jail for that?
yeah, you're working for the federal government here. Like, you can't do that.
No.
And then they tell us that these folks aren't voting. It's like, well, then why are you registering them to vote? You know, just like they said, like you already need ID to register to vote. Why do we need ID again? I was like, well, you already fucking outlawed murder. Why do you need to try to take away my guns too?
Yeah, exactly.
Why does no one understand that argument? Like, be, and my point is they keep saying it's already illegal. It's already illegal. I'm like, yes, and it's already illegal for them to be in this country. But apparently we need more laws, and you won't let us pass them because it's already illegal. By the way, speaking of, I think I have it somewhere down here. Maybe it's in leftovers. Yeah, DHS has said that 8% of the entire Nicaraguan population has moved into the United States illegally.
8%, that's a huge amount.
Of their entire country? Yes. And like it's got a list of like 6 countries, like the percentage that have moved into our United States illegally. It's like, holy shit. I mean, they said the 8% all happened under Biden too.
Of course they did. Because they welcomed the illegals with open arms.
Well, what's the thing is, if you just let folks in, how do you know you're not letting in the next terrorist?
You don't.
And here's one thing I want to bring up about terrorism. I don't think real terrorism exists. And I don't know how to explain it better, but I know I'm not explaining it well. Maybe if you just want to scare people in terms of terrorism, terror. But like if I wanted to just kill people, I mean, for real, a couple hours in my garage, not even a bomb. I could just mix some chemicals together into different vats, walk out somewhere and pour them together and drop it. And hundreds will die in minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And you do this all over like New York City. Like if you really wanted to kill people and you're not a fucking idiot nut job, you know what I mean? Like actually went to school, it's not hard. There's so many toxic gases out there.
Yeah.
I mean, I could easily create a gas that sits near ground level or slowly rises up and poisons everyone. Shit, you can make anthrax cultures in your house. You could even, what really want to scare the fuck out of a population? Scare them instead of kill them? How about this? We grow a whole bunch of psilocybin mushrooms, right?
Yeah.
Hundreds of pounds. Grind them all up into a powder, go up into like the top of the Empire State Building and just dump it out into the freaking breeze. Watch everyone start tripping and flipping out. You imagine the mayhem you'd see in New York City if all of a sudden 1,000 people in the same area started tripping on shrooms.
Uh-huh.
I don't understand because the terror attacks we see are fucking idiots running across the Capitol grounds with a shotgun. If they genuinely wanted to kill people, There's better ways.
Yeah.
Are they dumb, or do people not actually want to do this stuff? Because I mean, if people just genuinely just want to kill people, for the love of God, pay attention in high school.
Right.
Shit. I mean, do you know how easy it is to make hydrogen sulfide gas?
Nope.
H2S. It's that thing. It's a gas they put in your natural gas line to make it smell like rotten eggs.
Okay.
Yeah, very little they put in. 10 parts per million. 10 parts per million in air. Breathing it in, you'll die within like a minute. 100 parts per million. You take one breath of air, you'll be dead before your face hits the freaking deck. And this stuff builds up in like your septic tank.
Right.
Anaerobic decomposition of organic material. And, I'm saying it's insanely deadly. It's easy to make. Why aren't we seeing terror attacks with stuff like this?
No idea.
I mean, I'm glad we're not. Maybe it is that people that want to do that kind of damage are stupid in the first place because they know it hurts everything if you're smart enough to know how to do this kind of stuff. Like Guapo, even not being, I have no idea what your chemistry history is. I just know you know about internal combustion engines, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. You could easily make a bomb that would kill 50 people, couldn't you?
No.
You don't think so? You don't think? I'm just saying, no, you get yourself like a hot water heater.
Mm-hmm.
You vaporize, for example, gasoline or even like JP5 in there. Throw some ball bearings in there, maybe pineapple groove the side of the hot water heater. So when it goes off, you get shrapnel going everywhere.
I mean, you can make same thing with nails, the fucking firecrackers.
Yeah, nail bombs. Yeah.
Like
I'm just saying it's not that hard to kill people. If
yeah,
terrorists,
but I don't want to tell that to the fucking internet, so the FBI like, hey, what else do you know?
Hey, dude, you're already on a watch list because you're a freaking military veteran in the United States. You know that, right?
Probably.
Not probably. You are. Obama like made this public. Didn't Maxine Wanda say we were all fucking crazy and shouldn't be allowed to own guns?
Yep.
Yeah. It's like I'm the guy who's actually responsible. I'm the guy who knows how to build a bomb or a friggin' pathological weapon, a pathogen weapon.
Yep.
But I don't because it's not right. Then all of a sudden we're at war.
Yeah.
Shit.
Guns
are bad enough. Huh?
You're right, saying, mate. Terrorism isn't about mass extermination. Terrorism is about getting what you through terrorizing people.
So it's a threat of more force.
Yeah. So if you go killing everyone, you're not going to get what you wanted.
Yeah, unless you're Iran that says death to America.
Yeah, exactly.
So why aren't they sending people here just to kill Americans?
Because you can't. You guys will take them out.
You say that, but you could easily send a dude from Iran to the United States, because especially under Biden, right? Get into the country, build some weapons, a suicide bomb even, and then go to a mass gathering.
Which you've done.
Sometimes, but it seems like it would be so easy for these guys to go in there and be like, all right, it's just people die easy is my point.
Yeah, 100%. There's no easy way out.
So
Anyway,
Governor
get back
Newsom,
on track. Sorry,
Governor Newsom went overseas to talk world peace and world plans with
was
the
this at
world.
Munich or something else?
I think it was Munich.
Okay, because didn't Newsom do this before and start speaking on behalf of the United States once overseas?
And isn't that a violation of the Logan Act?
Yeah, exactly. Now this is a little different. This is like a
Well, AOC was there too, and she produced a good word salad in the process. And then JD Vance was also there, and he had a decent speech, but he basically said that Newsom and AOC shouldn't be overseas talking about shit they have no idea about.
Yeah. Did you hear what AOC said? She was going on in Germany about saying that
Venezuela's
Israel
on
had
the
a
other
great.
side of the equator.
Yeah, but you know what she was saying? She's saying the Israelis are creating mass genocide at the moment in Germany. The Jews are bloody mass suicide, genocide.
You're muted. You lost audio.
Yeah, mate, back.
Still can't hear you.
You can hear me.
Now I
Yeah.
can.
Sorry. I was saying, of course, it's like a freaking minute-long commercial I can't skip. And then I was also like, I got to jump ahead like 8.5 minutes to get to,
And you're not sharing sound either.
I know, because I'm trying to load this thing up first.
All right.
It's just Fox News freaking sucks with their the way they set up their video stuff. You know what? I would share a video, but who cares? Because no one can see.
Nobody watching the video anyway.
Yeah.
Sure.
I didn't even realize we were doing a video. I thought we usually didn't.
We're not.
All right.
The only people seeing the video are the 4 people around here right now.
Yeah. All right. This is a little earlier than I wanted, but it kept playing when I was setting up my share sound. But
may want a different job in the future and is definitely doing some reflection on how things went for her in Munich. Watch this.
Would and should the U.S. actually commit U.S. troops to defend Taiwan if China were to move?
This is good.
I think that this is such a, I think that this is this is, of course,
I would have helped her with this
a
answer.
very long-standing
he has a stamped answer.
policy of
You
the
could
United
just said
States.
yes.
Martha, you bring me on your show and you show me the most uncomfortable 20 seconds.
But yeah,
she didn't have a clue what was going on with China and Taiwan.
I bet you she couldn't find Taiwan on a map if her life depended on it.
Nope.
And I'm pretty sure she's there to prove that she's ready to run for president.
Yes, she is.
Like international policy. And then that happened. And geez, of course I shut off my share. When I heard her speak, I immediately thought 2007. And well, here you go.
Recent polls have shown a fifth of Americans can't locate the U.S. on a world map. Why do you think this is?
I personally believe that U.S. Americans are unable to do so because some people out there in our nation don't have maps, and I believe that
don't have maps.
South Africa and the Iraq, everywhere like such as, and I believe that they should. Our education over here in the U.S. should help the U.S. Or should help South Africa and should help the Iraq and the Asian countries, so we will be able to build up our future for our children.
Thank you very much.
She's been hanging out with Kamala Harris and AOC with her words.
Oh, she's the OG. That was 2007 Miss America.
Yep.
And that was Mario Lopez asking her that question, by the way. And that's everyone remembers 2007 Miss America, Teen USA with her answer.
Saved by the Bell.
Oh, very nice. My little girl's got new Ninja Turtle slippers.
Nice.
Yeah, you're my little girl. Sorry, I'm very distracted right now. But yeah, as soon as I heard AOC trying to answer that question about Taiwan, I was like, this reminds me. And I actually looked up Miss America and I was like, oh, it's Miss Teen USA. My mistake. But it's like, it's the dumbest answer I've ever heard. Like, everyone in this room is now dumber having heard that.
Yep.
And may God have mercy on your soul. You know? But yeah, I laughed because I watched the video. I was like, that's Mario Lopez doing Miss Teen USA.
Uh-huh.
Remember him?
Oh yeah, from Saved by the Bell.
Yeah, and I don't know what he's doing now, but he
He's
was
doing
doing
all kinds of shit like that. He's still making a killing doing that shit.
Wasn't he with
yeah,
TMZ?
maybe. Maybe. What's his name there? Guy that played Fez from that '70s show is on NCIS.
Oh yeah, that
I don't
guy.
watch NCIS.
Wilmer
I can't do
Valderrama.
it. I can't do it because it's
That's
not
not accurate for
reality.
you. It's a
No.
lie. Everything's a lie. FBI.
I'd rather watch Jag than NCIS.
because it's more accurate.
Yeah.
It's TV, dude. It's TV. At least
I
in the
know.
early episodes of NCIS, they were actually going on ships. You know what I mean? But now they're like, we're going out into like rural West Virginia because a Marine might have been murdered 20 years ago. It's like, what the fuck are you guys doing? It's like that's not what NCIS does.
They don't even do most investigations. Usually it gets turned over to other people.
The feds. Oh yeah, the locals, yeah. Like NCIS gets involved in like someone's murdered on base, right? Or there's a rape on the ship, right?
Uh-huh.
My answer would have been Terry Hatcher, lads.
You out?
Terry Hatcher. No, I said Hatcher from
Terry Hatcher. Jeez, my God. From like MacGyver and Superman?
And Jag.
She was on Jag?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. You guys might not remember. She was a regular on MacGyver. Like the original series.
I love MacGyver, the original series.
Yeah, Richard Dean Anderson was a great MacGyver, wasn't he? I like the new one too, but
it's not the same.
It'll never be the same though. Just like when the second Boondock Saints came out, it was never going to be as good as you wanted it to because it was so long you expected more, you know?
Yeah.
All right. I think Guapo shared this one about Canada is looking to recruit foreign folks to join their army.
I found that out this morning.
So they're trying to set up their own French Foreign Legion?
Something like that, but
we recruit foreigners.
I think they're gonna recruit a lot of Chinese, and that's not cool. That's what the rumors are going. So I don't want the DNC. No, what's the name? The Chinese Democratic Republic right next door. You know
what?
I heard they're recruiting Chinese.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, how many Chinese though has the United States given citizenship to for joining the service?
Yeah, by the default. I don't know about those over there.
I mean, I knew two guys in the Navy that both got their American citizenship as Chinamen.
You see the two Chinese guys that fucking selling secrets to China. They got caught. They're in the army or something like that.
Yeah. How come you're always so much quieter than everyone else?
Type of fucking response to this fucking Boeing shit. They're like, oh, they're moving because they've been planning to move to fucking somewhere else. Like, they just moved there like 2 years ago. Why would you fucking move all over again if it's not a fucking incentive, you know?
They said they're moving back to St. Louis because that's where all the developers are.
Yeah, that sounds like a PR response. Because the Democrats are fucking vindictive, so they don't want to fucking move it.
The Bears might be moving
to Indiana.
Yeah, they are. They're not. Maybe they are.
I didn't see. I didn't see.
No, they're
official.
not definitely moving yet.
Yeah,
but yeah, like they've been given offers in Indiana at what Humma or whatever the name of it.
Hummingbird something.
Yeah, something like that. And it's like, dude, if the Bears leave Chicago. And Soldier Field is what, like 80 years old?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what they want to leave because of.
Well, that and the taxes. They're taxing the crap out of the team, like California does.
Yeah.
Like they would pay like $1 billion or something like $7 billion less in taxes if they went to Indiana from Illinois.
Well, they had to pay a ton of taxes for the Super Bowl because they made so much money in California.
Well, the Bears didn't play in California, but yeah.
You know what I mean? The Seattle Seahawks had to pay extra to play the Super Bowl.
Even the Patriots players. How's this? The Patriots players pretty much broke even for playing in the Super Bowl. The winning quarterback of the Super Bowl lost money winning the Super Bowl in California.
Only thing he's got going for him is the endorsements.
Exactly. And the freaking defensive lineman from the losing team isn't getting the endorsements. He's not selling sneakers, is he?
No.
No. So he got to pay to not win the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Oh man. That just we talked about that last week or the week before. When was this? That was 2 weeks ago?
What was I talking about last week?
Might have been last week. Yeah, that makes sense because we would have done the show on Friday. Game was on Sunday. Talked about it the week after. But yeah, it was just nuts. It's like, dude just won the Super Bowl and he owes money. Like you think you would get like bonuses. It's like, oh, he did, but they just taxed him more than he made.
Right.
That's crazy.
And they're only there, what, 7 days? They're only there 7 days or something.
Yeah, but the 7 days wasn't even competing. That was just being there and training.
Yeah, but they had to pay for those days.
7 days, yeah. If you live there for 7 days, or say over 7 days.
California's still trying to tax people that moved out 10 years ago. Like, you still owe us taxes. It's like, I left a decade ago.
They got to get their money.
Yeah. F you, come here and take it from me, which, oh, shoot. I had something about that, but I completely forgot what it was. But yeah, and check this out. Looks like we might be striking Iran soon. You guys see this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we're moving carriers, we're moving airplanes.
A second carrier group.
Yeah, you got Jared
They moved the carrier group. They moved the carrier that was in the Caribbean over to the Middle East.
Well, it's because we don't need a carrier to blow up the pirates because we just killed another pirate vessel in the Caribbean.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, exactly. Drug smuggling, same difference.
Between your two carriers, you got more bloody airplanes than what the total Iranian Air Force is. Between your two carriers.
Between the two aircraft carriers, there's more friggin' aircraft than than Great Britain's freaking Air Force.
Yeah, than what Iran's got, mate. They got no.
Oh no, not just Iran, Great Britain.
Yeah, but I'm
Do you
just
have
saying,
any idea how many jets are on an aircraft carrier?
mate. There's more payload than what sometimes, isn't there?
Oh, it's crazy, dude. And they fold in half, basically, in the hangar bay. Guapo knows more about this than I do, being an air dad, even if he didn't work with the actual jets. You were a helicopter, right? Yeah. But you still know more about it than I. But like, they had the pad eyes on the deck that would hook the chains on.
Yep.
They would fold the wings of the jet up and bolt that sucker down, and it just, no matter how much the ship moved, that jet wasn't going anywhere.
The F-14 was like a bulldog tied down to the ground, like it went fucking go because F-14, the engines were the badass engines, dude.
Now, 14, did that have 2 or 1?
2.
Okay, because the 15 had 1, right? That's Air Force?
Yeah.
They call them lawn darts.
But the Navy always wanted 2 engines because if one failed, they still got to back up.
Exactly, because you land in the middle of the ocean, not parachuting down into the forest, right?
Yep. Uh-huh.
But the F-14, it was badass because it can reach up to Mach 2. So
yeah, for a short period of time.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the 35 can sustain supersonic flight.
I guess. So I haven't.
Like it can travel faster than sound for an extended period of time, not just a short burst.
Yeah, they got a cool thing about it, like maintenance wise, with those new jets.
It's so cool the way they work.
No, the something's going down. That's bad. It sends a signal to the shop. It's like, hey, this is bad. So it sends a signal to supply. Supply's like, yeah, we got the part. As soon as the jet landed, you got a part at hand ready to replace. It says it communicates. I'll be back.
Yeah, well, that's the difference between like commercial and military too. Don't get me wrong, commercial does great because they're trying to make money, so they're always making stuff better, right?
Yeah.
The military though has such resources to research this stuff and then not tell anyone because we don't want them to have this tech. You know.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we're sharing out our F-35 tech with freaking half the planet right now. How many does Australia have?
I think we're about 40, 50, maybe even more.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
we've got
you could
more
take.
coming. Like we've ordered more.
Yeah, and they're not cheap, are they?
No, no, because when Newcastle was William and Airbus, that's probably 20 away from me.
You're gurgling like you're underwater again.
Oh, sorry, mate. We've got about 30 there, 30 there. We've got some force base in Queensland.
Yeah, it's a nasty aircraft.
More coming.
Now I can't hear you at all. 35, that's when I could do vertical takeoff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wasn't there an issue with it melting the non-skid off of flight decks? At
I
first?
don't remember.
Yeah, all right. But anyway, we were talking about Iran, and it looks like we might be striking them soon. They apparently just like repositioned like anti-aircraft and a whole bunch of other friggin' defensive weapons.
Yep.
During like joint drills with Russia as if to anticipate an incoming attack. Because Trump basically threatened it when they were doing their nuclear talks, right?
Yep.
He's like, well, we'll just come and blow it up again. You know?
Exactly.
So I don't know, man. What do you think the odds are? Do we blow up another freaking nuclear facility in the next year under Trump or not?
Military bases, military
What?
military bloody political areas, mate. They already know what's going on. They know where they moved all their people to underground.
True, we know where it is, but if they've got defenses for this setup, yes, we know where it is. We can handle it. But that means you have to bring in a secondary team to take out the defense before you bring in the aircraft, right?
Yeah.
Which I say that yeah. I say we just walked into Venezuela, but no, we didn't. We took out their entire freaking Iron Dome before we went and got Maduro, didn't we?
Their Iron Dome sucked.
And that was why AOC brought it up, by the way. She's like, oh, we can just walk into Venezuela. Anyone south of the equator, you can just kidnap whoever you want. And it's like, oh my God. All I could think when I heard that was Gary Johnson running for president as a libertarian. And they asked him, like, well, what are your thoughts on Aleppo? And he goes, and what is Aleppo?
Exactly.
And it's like, well, there goes your run for president, right? That's the end of that. And what's up?
No, with that mentality, we're not supposed to go kidnap fucking tyrannical governments and shit. So that means we should have done nothing with fucking Hitler. If we're not allowed to interfere.
Well, 100% fair on that, dude. Flip that coin over.
Her saying like,
why did we fight Germany in World War II?
Oh, because of the fucking attack of Pearl Harbor and stuff like that.
No, that's why we fought Japan.
Yeah.
Why did we fight Germany? Because Germany and Japan had a reciprocity agreement. So as soon as the United States declared war on Japan for the bombing, Germany declared war on the United States. And since then, the United States has been able to maintain a two-front war at all times. And that's why the United States defense budget is more money than the next 13 countries combined. Not even kidding you.
Right.
It's insane how much money. Like, oh, yeah, they did so bad in Afghanistan. Yeah, you know what? They were under certain rules. If it was an actual fucking war, it would have been very different, and you know it. Very different. I mean, again, look at what we did in Venezuela and Iran. Like, we flew right through Iran's defense system. They didn't see us. They didn't even know until they got a phone call saying, hey, by the way, that nuclear facility's gone.
Right.
And I know it sounds like I'm blowing the United States' horn because I am almost certain most allied nations could do this, but to be able to, in terms of like the technology. But when was the last time we saw, for example, Australia pull off a major op to wipe out a terrorist cell in Africa? You know what I mean?
NXT, mate.
I mean, it happens. Don't get me wrong. It's just
Yeah, no,
far.
we took on
It's
the
always
Indonesian
the
army.
U.S. Huh?
No, we took on the Indonesian army, mate. You got to remember, there's 226 Indonesians with us in NXT for a few years. We sent our brothers over there. They were our mates. Like, up.
You're breaking up again.
I was just saying this team. Can you hear me?
Trying to hear you. I'm just saying that we don't hear about. Rarely do we hear about the United Kingdom pulling off an attack against terrorists. Because terrorism happened. Sometimes we do. Like recently, we heard something about the UK blowing up a terror cell, and I was excited. I was like, "Cool! Someone else is getting involved." You know what I mean? But like everyone hated the United States being the world police, and then Trump was like, "I don't want to be the world police anymore," and they're all pissed off, saying he has to get involved.
And now he get involved. Like, why are you doing over there? Like,
yeah, except why are you being the world police? Exactly. It's like you just no matter what this man does, you hate it.
Yeah.
We still got more going on in the world, though. Oh, yeah, there we go. Aleppo that I just brought up. I believe is the capital of Syria, right?
Yes. Oh, a city of Syria.
What?
Oh, a city.
Yeah, the capital city.
Okay.
Like Washington, D.C.
Yeah, I didn't know. I mean, honestly, I don't know.
I thought it was the capital. Maybe it is just
Why
the
did
city.
you
I
say
thought it was the
Syria,
capital.
You know, at that time, I guess they want to get you and they got him good.
Well, we're getting ready to pull 1,000 troops out of Syria, and we've already told everyone, every American in Syria to get out.
Yeah.
Does that mean we're abandoning Syria, or we're about to do something that we don't want even our own military there for?
No, they're saying that they believe in the government enough to pull out.
Okay, so we're done.
Yeah.
Why do the citizens have to leave then?
I have no
like
idea.
Americans that aren't military. Maybe just to make sure that they can handle it before you stay there, kind of thing. Okay. Well, hey, so did we unfuck Syria?
No.
Of course not. And you know what? I bet you if you gave me a map with no nations drawn on it, it would probably take me 10 minutes to find Syria. Oh, it borders Chad, right?
I think so. Hold on.
Yeah, but I mean, how many African nations are there? And you know what I mean, how many do you know where they are? You know,
no, Chad's in Africa. No,
Syria's
Syria's
Middle East.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's a good point. So
you
yeah,
said
it's
Chad,
probably
I think that's Africa.
yeah, it is Africa. My mistake.
Yeah. Chad to the middle next to that.
Exactly, it would take me like 10 minutes. I'd have to think for a long time.
Sudan, Chad. That's a funny name, Chad.
I know isn't that the opposite of a Karen?
Yeah,
it's like a MAGA dude is a Chad.
I guess
it's just the
guy that get the girls pregnant. Nobody like want to blame every man because of that bad decision.
So what do you guys think about these? I say this. This happens every couple of years, doesn't it? Russia flies a little too close to Alaska.
Yep.
And we got to kind of chase them off. I don't know. Every time this happens, people start to freak out a little bit. I'm like, they do this every couple of years. Like basically to see when we respond and with what. But that going on while they're at war in Ukraine, which they've done this since they've started with Ukraine.
Mm-hmm.
And they were doing drills with Iran, and Iran repositioned weapons for defense against the United States. I still think Putin is smart enough not to directly attack the United States, though.
I do too.
That's just a bad decision. And don't get me wrong, even if you think you can win, you need to be at 100% to take on the United States.
And they're not because they've been fighting with Ukraine for years.
It'll
Exactly.
never happen. It'll never happen. He won't take his on head on. Even with China with him at his back.
Well, that's the big issue too that people keep forgetting about the states. This ocean privilege. We have an ocean on either side of us.
Yeah.
You can literally see you coming a day in advance. And Grant, you can come out of Russia into Alaska, but all right, what, you gonna bring your entire navy across what is that the
Strait of Alaska?
Yeah, I want to say
Bering
Hormuz, but
Straits.
that's yeah, there you go, Bering Straits. I want to say Hormuz, like that's not the way that is. But yeah, that's insane to try to bring an entire navy through there. How are you going to get your tanks into the United States? How are you going to get your army into the mainland United States for real? Well, you going to go into Canada and come down through Canada, and we're not going to see it coming? It's a big advantage having these oceans. And then, even if you do want to take over the U.S., you have to deal with the citizenry. And I know that sounds stupid, but there are more guns here than people.
Red Dawn.
Exactly. Some fucking October Sky shit, right?
Yep.
What do you got? Something like $80 million militia or something, like people with guns. You got an unofficial army of 80 million.
Yeah, the citizen army. And it's more than 80 million, dude. Shit, I got right now in this house, I got 2 rifles, a pistol, a revolver, and a shotgun. I got 2 more pistols and another rifle sitting in Virginia. I got to go pick up.
Is it?
And I know these mountains, you know? Should there be an invading army, the citizens know where to set up a choke point. Friggin' roll a boulder down the hill into the road so that they got to slowly come through a bottleneck. And then all of a sudden, 15 guys start firing, you know? Just saying, it's not an easy thing to try to invade the United States. The terrain, the oceans, and then every citizen, in theory, could have a rifle, you know? Japan,
You wouldn't do it,
Yamamoto
mate.
said that, right? Yamamoto said that.
Yeah, he said he's awakened the giant.
Well, he also said there's a rifle behind every blade of grass.
Yeah, mate, look, I think you guys in a situation right now with Iran and that, didn't you guys move some people out of Syria as well, in military bases? You
Took
cleared it
everybody out.
too?
Took everybody out.
Mate, that's a clear indication, isn't it?
Maybe, but Brian seems to think it's because we've got the government there operating and we're done. I said, does this mean that we're getting ready to blow shit up, though, if we're getting our citizens and our military out? Because, I mean, we still have military. We still have military in Japan, you know?
Oh. Your military is strategically placed everywhere throughout the world.
Well, there's several bases in Australia, right?
Yeah, mate, you guys, and you just put more in here, up in territory, Owen.
Need to. That's a key link in the Pacific.
Yeah.
Then you could hop through the archipelagos up in Asia.
Well, that's why he's got there, mate. Owen, there's another base you've got out. I'm trying to think the name of it. It's out in the middle of Australia, out near the bloody, right out in the middle. Oh,
yeah, that's what. I got a feeling that's supposed to be the test secret stuff.
Yeah,
like new weapons.
2,500 Marines.
Yeah, because there's nobody there who's gonna take a picture of what happened. You know,
no,
it's like, oh no, we'll drive out. It's 1,000 miles from anything, and there's no water or gas stations. You know,
you don't want to get a flat tire.
Yeah. Yeah, AAA ain't coming, buddy.
Nope. Ain't nobody coming. It'll take a plane a few days there to you.
Well, here's why I thought it was going to be a military attack in Syria and not a we're done. Is that apparently one of these ISIS detention centers has collapsed, and not in terms of like structurally, but like 15,000 detainees got out. So that's why I thought we were clearing everyone out of Syria. But I don't hold the cards. I don't make the decision, so I don't know what's going on. You know what I mean? Brian, you got a thought on maybe it is a military attack if 15,000 ISIS folk got loose?
That's a lot of people.
That's a lot of bad guys. And wasn't ISIS all but eradicated under Trump the first term?
I think so.
Wonderful.
And they came
Wonderful.
out all these fucking terrorists come out of nowhere.
I wonder what happened since Trump was in office last time.
Biden.
Oh, that's right. He wasn't consecutive, was he? Trimony.
Which I kind of think was a good thing in a way because everybody got a taste of fucking Biden. Like, yeah, we don't need this shit. And Virginia didn't learn his lesson, so now we're fucking stuck here in Virginia with this shit.
Anything else leftovers you guys want to talk about? How about Colbert got shut down by his own company?
That was a publicity stunt.
Well, yeah, he intentionally did something that CBS told him that it would get shut down because it's against the law. Then he blamed Trump anyway. Yeah, and then blamed Trump anyway.
They put it on YouTube and got a whole lot more views to watch it than they actually would have watched it on his actual show.
Well, Jasmine Crockett came out and tossed him under the bus. Like, that's not what happened. You're breaking the law. And I was like, Jasmine Crockett said something about this?
Yeah, because she's not gonna win the primary.
Probably.
This other guy is gonna win the primary.
So you think she's trying to get closer to center to possibly get the vote?
No. No, the other guy runs around and the other guy they're all happy about. He's like a Beto O'Rourke version, the new version of Beto O'Rourke. He runs around in Wrangler jeans and cowboy boots in Texas.
I know the name Beto O'Rourke. I know the name. I could see his face, but all I can think of is Buttigieg.
Nope.
I sent you. No, he looks a little bit like him, but taller. I sent you a thing about it not long ago. That guy lined him up. Beto, yeah.
He ran against what's his face numerous times in Texas. Yeah, Ted Cruz.
Yeah, 3 times, wasn't it?
Okay. Brian, what's this okay, first of all, Australia, do you guys do daylight saving time?
Yeah, mate. We're right in almost at the end of it soon. Couple of weeks we'll be out of it.
I keep hearing how only the United States does it. I was like, that's not true.
No,
that's just not true at all. But we do have one state that doesn't, right?
Arizona.
Yeah, same here. We've got Queensland who don't do it.
Yeah.
Queensland doesn't do
They
it.
they change time zones based on daylight savings time. So part of the year they're on West Coast time, and part of the year they're on Mountain time.
Oh, so it's the same fucking difference. They changed time zone instead of changing the hour.
Yeah.
Same difference.
But if you live there, you don't realize that because your time never changes.
Whatever.
But yeah, we got this Congress person that's come up with this whole great idea that rather than do an hour time change every year, we should do a half hour each way.
How about this?
Why? What's the difference?
Okay, how
about we better on the body for sleep study?
How about this? We just move it instead of sprinting 1 hour forward, we move half hour forward and leave it as it. Fuck it.
No, that's because Brian knows, and probably our Australian buddy
it's all about the farmers.
Yeah, exactly. The sun matters. When the sun is in the sky matters. And if the sun is in the sky at 4 a.m. to 3 p.m., it fucking sucks. Nothing gets done.
You'd be living in Norway.
Yeah, like you need to have the sun up. You need to have the clock set up to match the sun so you can grow crops and make food.
Yep.
Well, that's fine. It's deadly. I mean, I'm with you guys, but everybody keep fighting this shit. You know what? Just move a half hour forward and just leave it. That's it.
Yeah, but you can't.
No, you can't.
The friggin' the Earth doesn't spin on a stable axis. It wobbles.
Yeah.
That's why we get seasons,
Yeah,
and
I
that's why we
understand
get.
that. I understand
That's why there's
that.
something different. But the
That's
problem
why we
is
lose. That's why we lose our darkest time of the month is December 21st. Okay, and the brightest day of
the
the year.
solstice, right?
Yes, I get
Yeah,
it.
and the further north
I
or south
get
you
it,
go,
but
the longer it
keep-
lasts.
Everybody keep complaining about this day like 7 times, like 1 hour, oh yeah, 1 hour, like this, like everybody, like you know what, fuck it, like just leave it half hour.
Realistically, it should be we should do it twice as often as we do. Realistically, to keep this so that the clock matches when the sun is up.
Anything put on?
But farmers, I mean, farmers just gonna wake up whenever the fucking sun they like him.
Correct. But we want our farmers to be able to communicate with other people to sell their goods.
Well, you ever seen like who's another state that like Indiana, I think it is, like the farmers and this big city is I think it's like clock in with the fucking Easter time because they want to communicate with Easter time zone.
Okay, let's move away from the farmer argument. Let's bring up how much does it suck when you go to work and the sun doesn't come up for another 2 hours?
It does, but then like we will be like, hey, like just move it to 2 more hours later. Okay.
Yes, but like my daughter gets on the school bus at 7 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Darkest time of the year. Her entire bus ride to school was in the dark.
Yeah.
And even worse, her bus ride home was as the sun was setting. Because it's an hour bus ride for her.
Okay.
The sun was never up when she was home. And don't get me wrong, there's not much you can do about that because it's just that time of year. Yeah. But like we can adjust the clock so that at least like there's some sunlight. Instead of her being at school for 4 hours before the sun comes up. You know what I mean? Humans are designed to be awake in the sun. That's why we are what do they call it? What's the opposite of nocturnal?
Dayturnal.
Yeah, I want to say dayturnal, but it's not the right word.
No. Daywalker.
But yeah, daywalker. Oh, check this out. Fucking cave in Oregon, United States.
Mm-hmm.
They found fabric, stitched together, animal skins. And the only reason why they survived this long is because they were in like a dry, cold cave for so long because everything else would have decomposed. But this is what's nuts. This is gonna rewrite world history because they dated this shit back to before the Great Pyramids of Giza.
Wow.
In the United States. I was like, whoa, this is huge. And everyone forgot. I don't know if you guys remember Ardipithecus.
No, go ahead.
Anyway, it was one of the missing links we keep looking for between the rest of the apes and humans, which we're never going to find because we're fucking different species. We have a common ancestor, but didn't just sprout out of something.
The missing link?
Yeah, but in Europe, they found remains that were definitely human, what became human now, that predated anything in Africa by like 10,000 years.
I mean, if you want to look at an example, look at the fucking Congress, Al Green.
Huh?
You know Al Green?
Oh, yeah.
That's the missing link right there.
Well, every time I haven't heard that guy's name in a while, but every time I do, I seriously hear "Let's Stay Together" in my head.
Dude, he looked like
that's the same vocal.
Link, dude. He looked like he walked from the museum to Congress.
I know, but you know that song "Let's Stay Together" was written and performed by Al Green. Not the same guy.
Singer.
Yeah, different person, but same name.
Yeah.
Every time I see Al Green, I expect him to walk ringside in the WWE.
I know, with his pimp staff, like boom, boom, where my bitches at? You know?
And his cane.
Yeah. Shoot, who was he back in the day that was the pimp? Because pimping ain't easy.
Pimp daddy.
Anyway, I think that's all we got, actually, isn't it, Brian?
Pretty much.
What we're gonna call this? Let me find the missing link.
Maybe.
We'll come up with a name, I'm sure. Let's pinch this turd off.
All right.